What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Braves versus Padres. The 2024 National League Wild Card Series. Winner of this series will travel to Los Angeles on Saturday to take on the National League West champion, Los Angeles Dodgers. What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Tuesday evening. Happy Tuesday evening. A 4-game slate of Major League Baseball action ends with this one tonight, y'all. And let me tell you, it's going like it's gone the last 2 years. So far, the lower-seeded team in all 3 of the other games either won or is currently winning. As you can see above me. Earlier today, Detroit defeated Houston 3-1. Kansas City held on to defeat Baltimore 1-0. And right now, in the bottom of the 9th, this might be going over. Bottom of the 9th, the Mets are up on the Brewers 8-4. There's 1 out. So 2 outs away from the lower seed and the road team winning on opening day of the postseason. Let me do some shout outs to those already in the house. SD, the show up in here. T Cube, we're in the house. Icy Unknown Origin, Padres winning. Mad Dodger fans will say otherwise. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. New folk. Wilmer. What's up, everybody? What's up? 32 in the house. This is a 5:30 start. It'll be shown on ESPN. ESPN on your local television dial. The Braves, 89-73, 43-38 away from Truist Park, Atlanta, Georgia, take on the San Diego Padres, 93-69, 45-36 at home. As I mentioned, a 5:30 start, Pacific Standard Time. A.J. Smith-Shawver will be pitching for the Braves, and Michael King for the Padres. But I hope everybody's doing well. Goose Sports in the house. What's up, Goose? 15 likes, 100 views. It's the first day of the month, y'all. It's the first day of the month. Herm in the house. Yeah, 5:30 our time, Goosey. Our time, Goosey Lucy. Goose, you're not affected by these hurricanes, are you, bro? Let's go, says David Farrell. Let's go, Pod, says SG. Two-way. Teams that won Game 1 went on to win the series 88% of the time, 14 out of 16 in the last 3 years in the Wild Card Series. I'll say it again. Teams that win Game 1 of the Wild Card Series, 14 out of 16 times went on to win that series in the last 3 years. You weren't affected? Good. Good to hear. Sarah Smole. Bodo. Noodles galore. Go Dodgers. Let's go. Let's go. Let me turn that shit off. All right, we're going to listen to the Padres radio broadcast today, y'all. Rob Dog, go Dodgers. I mean Braves. I really don't care one way or the other. Today's home run bobblehead, only because he hasn't been in the postseason before, so I figured this was one way to get him there. One Mike Trout. Mike Trout will be the home run bobblehead. I won't be using the Dodger bat today. I'll be using the George Brett. Oh no, this is the Garvey. This is a Steve Garvey Louisville Slugger. I'll be using the Steve Garvey. The big stick is in the shop. Joseph Caffrey, $2 Valhalla. Israel says, I don't know your name, but I just wanted to thank you. Thank you for your time and your energy for doing this fine stream. I'm a diehard Padre fan, and I only get to see when we smash on your team. Welcome to the stream, Israel. Johnny Owen in the house? Man, I walked right into that. It doesn't matter who wins. They will get beat by the Dodgers is just an option. All right, Goose figured out how to bet. Again, thanks, Joseph, for the $2 Valhalla, buddy. Be honest, are you Dodger fans scared of my Padres this year? I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared. All right, 18 likes, 200 views. The Mets did get the victory, y'all. The Mets did win, so all three of the lower-seeded and road teams won today. A stat they just showed less than 5 minutes ago said that teams that have won the first game of the wild card series in the last 3 years, that's as long as it's been going on, have won 14 out of the 16 series. So that's a pretty interesting stat, y'all. That's a pretty interesting stat. So you only watched 2 games last week? Says Ogons. I don't know what you're talking about. Theo Samuel in the house. What's up, Theo? So again, the winner of this series will take on the Dodgers. The winner of the Mets-Brewers series will take on the Phillies in the NLDS, a best-of-5 series. This wild card round is 3 games, if needed, and all of them are at the home team that's at one stadium. So the higher seed will host all the games in the wild card series. They're pushing hard for Lindor to win the MVP. Why would the Dodgers fans be scared of a team that has never won a World Series? Sergio, Danny Fan, ultimate Padre fan in the house. What's up, Danny? Go D-backs, says Noodles galore. Boom, 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 boom. This shirt was a Dillard's purchase, Bodo. This shirt was a Dillard's purchase, so you can go stick it in your hat. Glad the Tigers beat the Astros, says Sarah. Danny goes all in, 12 grand on his pods. All right, so what do we got? 5 minutes? Let's look at the starting lineups tonight, y'all. Let's take a peek-see at the starting lineups. For for the Padres. Arise in the DH, Tatis in right field, Profar in left, Machado third base, Maryland center, Bogarts at short, Cronenworth second base, Solano at first, Higashioka catching, and King on the bump. For the Braves, Michael Harris the second, center field, Ozzie Albies second base, Marcelo Zuna the DH, Matt Olson first base, Jorge Soler in right, Ramon Laureano in left, Travis D'Arnaud catching, Gio Urshela third base, Orlando Arcia short, and A.J. Smith-Shawver on the bump. Val always looks high class no matter where he got the shirt. This one was Dillard's. It was probably 15 years ago, but it was Dillard's. What's up, Mike Cedillos? Can't wait for Dodgers to start the postseason. Well, you gotta wait. You gotta wait, Mike. I would never root for the Padres. Let's go Braves, says Elishiva. Now I have to go buy a hat to stick it. Goodwill, here I go. Alrighty, am I going to keep this poll up here, y'all? Because I hate looking to my right. I'll just end it. I'll end the poll early so I can look at my chat the way I like to. So we got about 5 minutes to first pitch, y'all. 5 minutes to first pitch. Joseph Caffrey has taken the Padres 6-4. Good luck, Joseph. So, chat. Let me see if I can remember here. Chat, the other day we had that. I don't remember who the chatter was. Let me look this up real quick. I better put on some music or something. Let me put on this game.
And then, once the opportunity presents itself, we'll go for it, and similar with the position side of it. We manage the game according to what the variables tell us, and we play to win every day. So, for me, every day is a postseason game.
So the other day, chat, we had a chatter in here, and I don't remember who it was. And he said he's either the son or the grandson of actor John Amos, who passed away today. Just want to say, thinking about that chatter, and sorry for your loss.
Earlier today, I think we had an idea.
Sorry for your loss. I can't remember who the chatter was, but I think he's a regular.
Doing our research last night,
and
weren't overly surprised.
Shocking news today
about who they named.
As actor John Amos passes away.
Clearly, let have done our work on figuring out what he does, but ultimately it's what we do.
Which one you talking about, Steve?
Our guys have been facing, pitching for since they were 6, 7, 8, 10 years old.
Dude, you're on crack. It's all about SD on this series. Is Andres Cortez?
How it comes out, where it comes out, where it's going.
What do you mean I'm on crack?
So I'm confident our guys.
I didn't even pick a winner.
Taking a look at the Padres lineup.
Who's the favorite in this one?
Game one, a very similar looking lineup to what we've seen for a while now. Luis
it's right on your screen.
Leading off, Fernando Tatis.
Padres are favored by a run and a half. Braves getting a run and a half. 7.5 over under. So that's moved up today.
21-year-old in center field batting fifth. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop batting sixth. Jake Cronenworth at second base batting seventh. Donovan Solano, the first baseman, batting eighth, and Kyle Higashioka on the mound, or not on the mound, behind the plate, batting ninth. The guy on the mound tonight for the Padres, right-hander Michael King. Here was Mike Schultz.
Started doing my orders on my own today. So
consistency and ability of this Padres lineup.
a lot of confidence in the lineup. You know, there are a little bit interchangeable parts. We've been pretty consistent with the lineup that we're rolling out today. Clearly feel confident in it. It's a deep lineup. It's a lot of professional.
1-0 a pitcher's duel.
There's not a breather in it. You know,
never do a drug treatment
really
after a body part. Words to live by.
Exceptional as well. So it's you know, it's a very good, solid lineup.
This is where the men are separated from the boys, is Michael Cedillo.
A very good lineup indeed. We'll see how that lineup fares against a very young right-hander, and A.J. Smith.
Rightful Hall of Famer Pete Rose is Steve Schmidt.
The Braves here today. As we get ready for first pitch coming up at 5:38, let's tell you who's hot, who's not.
Which player is locked in at the dish? Who needs to kick things up another notch? This is Who's Hot, Who's Not on the Padres Radio Network.
We preface this by saying that obviously, game one of the postseason, it is a clean slate for everybody. But here's who finished the regular season swinging the bat pretty well, and here's who did not. Jackson Merrill hit .351 in his final 9 games of the regular season, 4 doubles and a home run in those final 9 games. How about this? Jackson Merrill will become the 5th youngest player in Major League history to start a postseason game in center field.
Welcome to the postseason, Mike Trout,
Harper, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, and Andrew Jones. Some very, very rare company for Jackson Merrill as he takes center field here tonight. Xander Bogaerts
ACTV,
swung the bat well in the final couple of weeks. Hit .344.
That's wild. And it was
the
son.
9 games of his regular season.
Unbelievable,
with a home
man.
Run in that span. So Xander Bogaerts was swinging the bat well at the end of the regular campaign. In the not category, you look at a couple of guys. Jurickson Profar, 3 for 20 in his last 5 games of the regular season. Fernando Tatis Jr., just 1 for 12 in his final 3 games of the regular season. And obviously both those guys, Profar and Tatis, very, very important to this Padres lineup. We'll see if they can get it going here in the postseason. And that's a look at who's hot, who's not, as we get ready for game 1 of this National League Wild Card Series.
Absolutely,
when
Rubio.
we return, we'll hear from Padres starting pitcher Michael King.
Why are you
We'll
listening
hear
to the
from
Padres
Jake
Network?
Cronenworth.
Don't you know that makes you 10 times dumber?
Have
you ever heard the Padres Network play harder, play hit ball, player run to first?
Coming your way at
well, if I'm getting 10% dumber, then so are you, Bodo, so you're in more danger of hitting the Mendoza line than I am.
Hey there, San Diego. It's your well-hydrated pal Woodsy here.
Let's be honest.
SoCal just won the 2024 Better
Let's be
Business
honest.
Bureau Torch Award for Ethics. They're celebrating 100 years by offering
Anytime the
free
Trastros
in-home
lose, it's a
water
good
tests.
thing.
Hard water
Elishivas is
contaminants are
Clayton.
crashing your pipes party, but EcoWater SoCal's here to clean house.
Passed
Imagine
away,
softer
Mikey
skin,
Jerome. Passed
shinier
away.
hair, and longer-lasting appliances. Don't let another drop of mystery water pass through your lips. Call 760-350-3338 or visit EcoWaterSoCal.com. It's EcoWaterSoCal.com.
Gas Lamp Tavern Watch Party. This is Michael Cedillos.
El Cajon 4. Get $20 off our work.
All right, let me mute that shit till we get going here. I think first pitch is getting close, y'all. It should be anyway. Petco Park, San Diego, California. Padres in their tolerable uniforms. The white ones with the pinstripes. Braves, navy blue on gray. Navy blue on gray. 70 in the house here. On the TV, you got Ravitch, David Cone, and Eduardo Perez. We're going to listen to the Padres. Does it matter, Schmidt? Does it matter? Although I heard we currently have the 4th best pitching prospects. There you go. What's up, Mr. Catalano? Will the tavern be ready for the World Series? Probably not. I would rather listen to the Braves announcers, not the Padres. Well, tough crap. Tough crap, chat. We'll listen to the Braves tomorrow. You bunch of whiners. I forgot to tell you, Valhalla, your Vikings are looking like the real deal, says Schmidt. Okay. Val, you should have still left at least one Dodgers emoji for this series, says Rubio. Yeah, I think a lot of you should start YouTube channels, y'all. I think a lot of you should get busy and get right on that shit. Get your channel started and do whatever the fuck you want. 63 in the house.
Is better with Pepsi.
David Catalano, $1 Valhalla Holla. I'm a proud member of the Mendoza line.
News here on the Padres Radio Network as we get ready for Game 1 of this 2024 National League Wild Card Series. The Padres taking on the Atlanta Braves as
good
they
times
begin
coming to
their
America
quest for a World Series title. What would be the first in Padres history? It all begins here tonight. Right-hander Michael King on the mound for San Diego.
Why should I start a channel when I can come here and spew my nonsense?
Obviously, some
big
injury news in the last 24 hours or so, especially for Atlanta. Let's dive into that.
Who's in? Who's out?
No, he's not here. He's not here. I haven't seen him.
Presented by San Diego's Bulldog Injury Attorneys, who hope you're never in an accident. But if you are, make Bada Fulkerson the first call you make. Hit him up 24/7 at badafulkerson.com.
We begin with
Padres fans did show up at Petco this year. Number 4 in attendance.
Start in Game 2 of that doubleheader against the Mets with back spasms. He was left
I know
off
that because Richard just told me in the chat.
Series roster. So Chris Sale will not pitch against the Padres at all in this series, and you thought maybe there was a chance, depending on what happened in the doubleheader yesterday, that Sale would be on the mound for Game 1 here.
Really, SD? I didn't know that.
That is not the case. Again, he was scratched with
on
back
October
spasms,
6th. My age will match my IQ. 60.
Braves roster. This is a team.
Rick Simmons in the house. What's up, Rick?
Ravaged by injuries all
What's
year.
for dinner?
Austin
We had
Riley
late
will return
burgers
this
today.
year. Spencer Strider went
Today
under
we had
Tommy
late
John
lunch,
surgery in April. Ronald
and we got the
Jr.
$10 smash burgers.
Again, it has been a really
from
group, but even with all that, they got to 89
Applebee's.
wins.
$10 smash burger from Applebee's.
Kim being done for
highly
the
recommended.
$10
smash burger on a Tuesday.
He will get surgery on
a Tuesday,
shoulder.
y'all.
That's a look at who the Braves are without, who the Padres are without as they begin the postseason here in 2024. There are 3 other.
You'd rather listen to the Padres announcers so you hear them cry. They cry, bro. This one cries, especially that bald one.
At the out-of-town scoreboard.
Let's take a trip around the Bigs and tell you about the scores you need to know in our out-of-town scoreboard. Presented by Jensen Meat, where great taste meets integrity.
We already have 2 finals today in the postseason. Game
Ashram
1
says,
between
F the Padres, go
and the
Braves.
Astros in Houston. Tarek Skubal went 6 scoreless innings
Skubal.
for the Tigers as they stay red hot. The Tigers win Game 1 in Houston by a final score of 3-1. The Royals beat the Orioles in Baltimore by a final of 1-0. That was a scoreless game until the 6th inning. Kansas City taking a 1-0 lead on
Steve
a
says,
Bobby
I have the
Witt
Tigers
Jr.
sweeping the
RBI
Astros tomorrow.
single. That would be the lone run scored in that game in Baltimore. The Royals take a 1-game.
That is a ballsy
series
prediction,
lead
SD,
in that best
with the
of
Tigers
3
up
in
1-0.
Baltimore. The Mets lead the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4.
That is a flaming hot take, buddy.
Right now. So that's an interesting one as well. The Mets had to do the same thing the Braves did, which is play the doubleheader yesterday. And then
coming to America, roots.
Get in pretty late to Milwaukee, and the Mets right now in a position to potentially win Game 1 of that series. They lead 8-4 in Milwaukee. And of course, the only other game going on today, the one yet to begin, is this one here in San Diego. So again, the Tigers beat the Astros, the Royals beat the Orioles, and the Mets ahead of the Brewers 8-4.
Are you talking about a running gag, Summer Obe? A running gag? You need to quit running around with your birthday cake.
Padres here today. Obviously, Michael had a terrific first season as a full-time.
All right, they got some terrible
pitcher.
towels in
Yesterday,
San Diego,
Michael King
y'all.
talked about how he had so much success after the
They're
trade
taking
to
the field.
San
I'm going to
Diego
get synced
and being
up here.
Starting pitcher full-time for
Let
the
me
very
refresh
first time.
this puppy.
National feed on Sirius XM and
Oh, of
internet
course
channels.
it don't work. Of course it don't work.
Chilled wines and ingredients to culinary life. Your journey to for more than 50 years in Escondido or online at bnbappliance.com.
At Hamul Casino, nothing is more important than fun. And fun means
They go to
lots
some
of
kind of
action and
commercial there, I
slots,
guess.
amazing amazing food and drink, live entertainment with the hottest DJs and bands, big events, thrilling giveaways, and we're the closest casino to downtown San Diego. Come see what's happening at Hamul Casino. It's our 8th anniversary, and we're celebrating with hot seats. Saturday, October 5th, we're
getting loud and spinning our towels over our heads, says Colin Case Carey.
Hamul Casino. Fun above all else.
Hey, it's Rick from Baja Rick's and Rockin' Baja Lobster in the Gas Lamp. Well, our boys did it, and San Diego is ready to keep celebrating until we bring home the trophy. Come on down and join the party. It's time to meet, eat, and listen to great music with teeth-chilling beers,
Oh, man, let's go.
outrageous tacos, and live entertainment. Our DJ keeps the party going with hand-clapping, foot-stomping music right up to the first pitch. Now,
all right, so as usual, y'all, I'm going to be a bit delayed.
Radio Network.
But it is what it is.
Kyle Higashioka. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
The Padres starting lineup is brought to you by Bear Windows. Get the postseason playoff
or the towel surrender towel.
Starting at just $59.99. See bearwindows.com. That's B-E-A-R Windows.
No pressure today, yo.
Padres hosting this three-game series, I should say. Luis Ariz will lead off. He'll be the designated hitter for the Pods. Fernando Tatis Jr. in right field. He'll bat second. Jerickson Profar in left field. He'll bat third. Manny Machado in the cleanup spot. He'll play third base. Jackson Merrill patrol in center field. He'll bat fifth.
All right, so don't be that guy or gal that says, hey, Valhalla, you're like a minute behind. I know that.
Solano gets to start. He'll play first base. He'll bat eighth, and Kyle Higashioka will bat ninth for the Pods. On the mound, Michael King, 13-9 with a 2.95 ERA. Perfect Game Contest is brought to you by King Grody Ford. If our team pitches a perfect game today, Bill Glassett of Escondido will win a new 2024 Ford F-150 truck, courtesy of King Grody Ford of Carlsbad. Register now at 973thefansd.com/perfect game. Jesse.
Tony, thank you very much. Michael Harris II, a left-handed batter, and the Braves center fielder gets into the box to lead off against Michael King. Albies and Ozuna to follow the start of the 2024 postseason in San Diego, and King delivers a fastball strike right down the middle, 0-1. We are underway. First pitch of the game brought to you by El Cajon Ford Service Center. The Braves made it, got in around midnight last night as Harris lines this one over Cronenworth and into right field.
Right field.
Atlanta with a huge postseason disappointment last year, lost to the Phillies in the division series after an outstanding regular season. Michael Harris was 0 for 13.
Again, we're using the little mini. I think Catalano sent this to me. The mini Steve Garvey, Louisville
gets
slugger.
It up in the zone. It's off the end of the bat, but line drive in the right field. Get things rolling for the Braves here in the first.
Michael King has been Mr. Consistent.
You're a minute behind.
Since, I don't know, early May for the Padres this year. He gets the ball game one as Ozzy Albies fouls one back to the screen for strike one. Albies, you might remember, is a switch hitter. But since coming back from the injured list,
we play the winner of this series, Bodo, in a 5-game series.
Then 2 full months with
the bobblehead today and through the whole wild card round is Mike Trout.
So here against King.
Mike Trout made the postseason, y'all.
Had the big hit late in that ball game. In that doubleheader yesterday, righty on righty. Clearly having some success. Strictly on the right side.
Yeah, he had a big doubleheader yesterday against the Mets, though hitting only 184 since coming off the IL. Bounces this one foul at third base. He was out July 22nd to September 20th with that broken wrist. So
Boston predicted an Albies
bomb.
bomb.
To get his sea legs back after what is obviously a pretty good amount of time away.
None of us could do a stream the way you do it, Zella Shiva.
Lets you know he's not 100%.
Thank you, Miss Ella Shiva. Thank you for your kind words.
How this series goes for him.
That is very much the
classy
theme for
lady.
The Atlanta Braves, as it has been for the Padres most of the year. 1-2, Albies swings and misses, strike 3.
Take a seat. Who it is?
Out of the night, and 1 away in the top of the first inning.
That's a really good example of one of the downsides of being righty on right. You can see the front side really head towards the dugout. Not used to seeing that type of release point from a right-hander. He goes down swinging.
Marcell Ozuna will now get into the right-handed batter's box. One of the most dangerous hitters in the National League this year. He also grounded into more double plays than any other Brave this season. First pitch to him is a fastball strike on the outside edge. 0-1.
Oh, you're the man. No, Miss Sarah. You're the girl. You're the girl, Miss Sarah.
In the opening game of this best-of-3 wild card series, Ozuna led the Braves in all 3 Triple Crown categories, hit .302, 39 homers, 104 runs batted in. 0-1 the pitch is grounded foul behind home plate for strike 2. Mentioned the double plays, 23 of them on the year for Marcell Ozuna.
A tremendous year for Ozuna. One of the elite hitters in the league this year. .302, 39 homers, 104 RBIs. It's a monster year. Padres looking to pour cold water on that in this series.
2-run single in the 7th inning of Game 2 of their doubleheader yesterday pretty much sealed it for him as he takes the 0-2 pitch at the knees on the inside corner, and strike 3 called. 96-mile-an-hour paint from Michael King, and back-to-back strikeouts after the lead single by Harris.
The Braves cleanup hitter is brought to you by Soapy Joe's, the official car wash of the San Diego Padres. Get your free Magic Joe wash during the postseason. Text MAGIC to 94333 to get your championship wash now. Soapy Joe's is good.
Sports Lounge in the house.
Left-hand hitting Matt Olson now against Michael King with a runner on first, 2 outs. Pitch to him, fouled back out of play. It is an absolutely gorgeous night at Petco. Game time temperature 73 degrees. Brought to you by Lineage Watch Company, the official timepiece of the Padres radio network, designed, engineered, and purpose-built in the USA. Define your legacy today at lineagewatchco.com. 0-1. Olson takes a little bit low and outside. And so the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on the Atlanta area native.
She would be typing in the wrong window, y'all.
His 3rd season with these guys. It was a lot tougher than his
LSD would type it in the wrong window.
In 2023, came back down a little bit to earth this year. Still dangerous. 1-1 is taken. And a strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes now from Michael King to Matt Olson.
He certainly set the bar high in his first year. So this year, doesn't look as good, but pretty solid year.
Padre fans on their feet.
20,000-foot view of it.
1-2 pitch, a little bit upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This crowd, which is obviously packed into this place, as the gold rally towels swirling over their heads with 2 outs and 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning. Shadows over the field, a little bit of sunlight on the stands in right. Just the perfect time of day. 2-2, reach for, poked in the air to shallow right. Fernando charging on the run, has to play it on a hop, and it'll be a bloop base hit for Matt Olson. Harris running with 2 outs ends up at 3rd, and so the Braves have runners on the corners, 2 down for Jorge Soler.
Again, another base hit off the end of the bat, able to nestle it in front of Toddy. A little change up, Olson fooled on it, but he was rewarded with a single. Michael Harris goes first to 3rd. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler.
Soler, of course, began the year with the Giants, played 7 games against the Padres earlier this season in the black and orange. Picked up the day before the trade deadline for the Braves, and one of the key guys in their
exciting player, El Shiva. Exciting player.
So he is back, and he takes the first pitch. Slider for a called strike, pretty much over the heart.
It's Molinar in the house. What's up, Fox?
Braves in their blue alternate tops with the gray pants. Padres in their home white pinstripes. 2 on and 2 out. No score, top of the first inning. 0-1 to the big, strong outfielder. King deals and hits the outside corner with that fastball. 0-2.
Today's umpires lineup is brought to you by San Diego Legion. Claim your 2025 SD Legion season tickets at sdlegion.com. Nelson Ceja at first, behind the plate. Phil Cuzzy at first. Jansen Viscani, Dan Osonia at 3rd.
0-2, swing and a miss. Tony's got 2 more umpires for you when we come back. A scoreless top of the first for Michael King, and 2 men left on base. Padres coming up against A.J. Smith-Shawver on the Padres Radio Network.
Keep the Major League win.
If the Padres lose this game, Hog, I think, won't make it, says Bosher. RM checks in. What's our RM? RM, what the hell are the Raiders doing? What happened with Adams that all of a sudden they're going to trade him? What the hell happened? Padres fans are 100% bandwagon. I liked how the Royals stepped up and gave Witt a 10-year contract. It's how a team can rebuild a fan base by keeping their best players. Facts. Facts. Spend some of it. Spend some of that TV revenue that you get that you didn't earn. Well, kind of in a backwards way. Couple base hits here and there. The Mideast looks screwed. What? Here we go.
Symbiotica has me covered. Now it's your turn to step up. Head to Symbiotica.com and use code PADRES for 15% off plus free shipping.
Hi, this is Jackson Merrill. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
All right, let's try this umpire lineup.
What's your name, bro?
Home plate.
My name is Jeff.
At first base, Phil Cuzzy. At second base, Jansen Visconti. At third base, Dan Osonia. In left field, Mark Wagner. And in right field, Eric Backus. Jesse.
That's how you know it is a big day. 6 umpires instead of the usual 4. And the Padres will come to bat in the bottom of the first inning against the fairly unknown 21-year-old right-hander A.J. Smith-Shawver.
Wow, 21.
Last name is hyphenated. He is their number 2 prospect. Luis Arraez, left-handed batter, takes. And a first pitch fastball at the top of the zone. 0-1. We will tell you everything we have figured out about Smith-Shawver, which is less than we usually know about a starting pitcher. Padres, of course, have scouted him best they can. Ball outside, 1-1. This is not the first time this year they're seeing an unfamiliar guy on the mound. And
Who's that guy that ducked Ohtani, y'all?
In situations like this.
Here's the dude that ducked Ohtani. Howard.
And Arraez takes downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. All right, so he's from the Fort Worth, Texas area. He played high school ball with Bobby Witt Jr. That's one place to start with it. He is, as we said, their number 2 prospect. And this season, he appeared in only 1 major league game. Pitch is outside, 3 balls, and a strike to Arraez.
Mondo Castillo Lomeli.
Gwinnett, where he went 3-7 with a 4.86 ERA. Also missed a couple.
What's going on, Armando?
With an oblique strain. 3-1 to Arraez, leading off, no score first inning. Pitch to Luis, swung on and popped a mile high, foul ground first base. Olsen over to give it a peek, but it'll be well into the seats. And the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Smith-Shawver, one of 3 options that the Braves had. Brian Snicker, the manager for the Braves, said before the game tonight, you know what? It was pretty much about stuff. But he is a young guy, still learning to command and
Arraez ducked Ohtani.
3-2. Arraez smacks it the other way.
Base hit, left field.
Into left field and a base hit. What do you know? Luis Arraez goes the other direction.
Cowardly shit. Did the same shit to Freddie Freeman 2 years ago.
6 pitch at bat for Luis to begin things off, and he does it the right way. Fastball away, punches it to the left side for a leadoff single for the Pods.
Luis, of course, the batting champion in the National League, got to 200 hits on Sunday in Arizona. And now Fernando Tatis Jr. will come to bat in a playoff game in front of.
What do you guys think of this new sponsor logo on the side of all the helmets? Tatis, oh my goodness.
Very deep. Laureano is back. You got to be
Tatis goes yard. Oh my goodness. 2-0 Padres.
First at bat, 2-0.
And bobblehead Mike Trout. It shook. No doubter. Plowy.
Almost could anticipate it. This young man has not got a chance to play in this kind of atmosphere in his career. But I can tell you one thing. This is a young man that rises to the occasion. First pitch hacking, 2-run bomb. Padres on the board here early.
Tempted to say unbelievable, but it's not at all. Profar now into the left-handed.
It's just facts, Israel. It was just facts, bro. He ducked him.
7 pitches in, it's 2-0. And Jerkson takes a strike. That's something to smile about, brought to you by the grilling store at Hillcrest Ace Hardware, the official grilling store of the Padres Radio Network. For all your grilling needs, visit them on University Avenue in Hillcrest or the grilling store SD.com.
We're on the wrong screen, yo.
Change up inside to Profar.
1
ball and 1 strike. And, I mean, if you're the 21-year-old pitcher, you've had 1 major league appearance this year, and Fernando just did that to you. How are you feeling? Ball inside, 2-1.
He's going to find out real quick because, unfortunately for him, the lineup just keeps getting deeper. That's only 2 batters in.
Had to deal with a rise, and the next thing you know, Profar waits. The pitch, Jurickson, big swing and a miss. Took a rip at that 95-mile-an-hour fastball, but could not connect with it. And the count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. What a year for Jurickson Profar. You can identify a lot of reasons why the Padres are where they are. He's near the top of that
Absolutely,
list.
Miss Karen.
2-2.
Absolutely.
Fouled back out of play. We do it again.
Yeah, there's something going on with Fernando, yo. Something going on with Fernando.
At 280, 24 home runs.
I thought that at that ceremony at the stadium the other day for Baker.
2-2, it's down and in.
He didn't look well that day either, and something's going on with Fernando Valenzuela.
No doubt, Jurickson really was the lead dog in the first half. He was the one that got out the gates extremely well and was able to kind of sustain it until the big dog started coming along.
3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Big, loopy, slow changeup from Smith-Shawver. His first strikeout of the night. 1 down in the bottom of the first.
Padres Cleanup Hitter is brought to you by Soapy Joe's, the official car wash of the San Diego Padres. Get your free Magic Joe wash during the postseason. Text MAGIC to 94333 to get your championship wash now. Soapy Joe's is good, clean, fun.
Manny Machado, 29 home runs in the regular season, 105 RBIs.
I missed it out there, yo.
Third in the National League, and he takes a first pitch breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Slow curve there from Smith-Shawver.
All right, Cracker Jack can hold it down for a minute.
Serenades Machado. 0-1 the pitch. Manny swings and fouls it away right side, 0-2.
It's really hard for me to hear you talk about Jurickson Profar and his 158 games played and not think about this guy setting the tone with a banged-up elbow to start the season in the lineup.
0-2, kind of a half-swing roller right out to the shortstop. Arcia, he's got it, and the throw to first is in time, 2 down. Manny might not have gotten the bat going until mid-late June, but he was still contributing in a lot of ways.
And that's one of the ways. If you see your best player out there battling after having elbow surgery, and he's still out there,
Israel.
It makes it really tough for anybody to have any excuses not to be out there.
Base is empty, 2 down for Jackson Merrill. First career postseason AB, swings at the first pitch and shoots one through
Base
the
hit, left
base
field.
hit. Jackson Merrill doing what he is.
Israel with a hot take, yo.
Finds the 5.5 hole and a 2-out knock here in the bottom of the first with the Padres already ahead 2-0.
He's simply just a good hitter. And he's only gotten better throughout the course of the season. You just don't see 21-year-olds step up into the big leagues and improve literally every month that he's up here. It's exactly what Jackson Merrill has done.
Now the birthday boy, Xander Bogaerts, turns 32 today. Xander, a 2-time World Series champion, into the postseason with the Padres for the first time as they throw over to check on Merrill. Jackson in the regular season stole 16 bags, was only caught 3 times. 2-0 San Diego with a runner on first, 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the way. Bogaerts takes, and that slow curveball hits the inside corner right at the bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Xander hit .264 this year, 11 homers and 44 runs batted in. The Braves played a significant storyline in his season. 0-1 the pitch. And Xander takes in the dirt, smothered by Darno. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was hurt in Atlanta, game 1 of that doubleheader. That Monday afternoon long weekend at Truist Park.
I think they're over, Wilmer. I think they're over, but no politics, buddy.
He would come back in July to face
I think the presidential debates are over.
Before the All-Star break. And now he sees them here in the postseason. 1-1. Bogaerts swings. It's a hot shot to the right side. Snagged on 1 hop by Albies to his left. and his long throw to first base is in time to end the inning. But the Padres, 7 pitches into the bottom of the first inning, took a 2-0 lead on Fernando Tatis Jr.'s home run. Head to the second inning at Petco Park.
I knew what he was talking about, Schmidt. It wasn't a photo for me, Elishiva. It was that ceremony where they put Dusty Baker in the Legends of Dodger Baseball. Fernando looked really bad at that ceremony, I thought. Mitty at the lake, hunting for them fish.
Hi, this is Michael King. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
Top of the second, brought to you by Sinley Foods. Spice up your culinary life and go see them at 4665 El Cajon
In the
Boulevard.
postseason,
Padres
teams that out-homer their opponent,
as we start the second inning. Michael King
a decided advantage.
Ramon Laureano,
Shocking, I know.
Travis d'Arnaud, Gio Urshela, 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Braves. This crowd was looking for a reason to erupt, and very quickly, Fernando Tatis Jr. gave them a reason. Pitch to Laureano, the longtime Oakland A, is a fastball strike. 0-1. Laureano began this year with the Guardians. He was released in late May. Braves scooped him right up. 0-1 pitch, muscled in the air to right field, straightaway not deep. Fernando in now towards the line, kind of zigzagging over, but he gets there and makes the catch. 1 down in the top of the second as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hi, this is Michael King. The Padres play here on San Diego.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Tony Gwynn Jr. and our producer-engineer Dave Marcus, I'm Jesse Agler. Padres 2 and the Braves nothing. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the second inning here at Petco Park. Travis d'Arnaud at the dish for the Braves, and the veteran catcher takes a first pitch fastball strike from Michael King. 0-1. King making his first career postseason start. He has 1 career postseason appearance before tonight. A 1 pitch is a little bit off the plate outside to the right-handed hitter. I was actually here at Petco in the bubble back in 2020 as a member of the Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Cardboard cutouts in attendance. 1-1 pitch down and in, and quite a contrast to the environment here tonight.
These aren't cardboard cutouts.
Two and 1. King is ready to pitch. And d'Arnaud takes outside again. 3 balls and a strike from King. Michael 13-9 with a 2.95 ERA in the regular season. Made 30 starts and 1 long relief outing in Korea. 3-1 to d'Arnaud, grounded to the left side. Manny charges, he's got it, looks at it, now throws it over to first base in time. 2 down in the top of the second. King in his first year as a full-time starter, 2.95 ERA, 4th best in the National League, 201 strikeouts, 5th most in the National League.
It's been incredible to watch
Bob
his
Phipps in the
evolution
house. What's up, Bob Phipps?
Struggled with the long ball early in the season, figured that part out, then started to get command issues, and really, once the calendar turned to June, we've seen the best of Michael King.
Now he faces his former Yankee teammate, Gio Urshela, and misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Kyle Higashioka doing the catching for King, came with Michael in that Juan Soto trade back in early December. 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back, 1-1, and yesterday Michael King said that having Kyle Higashioka with him this year has been instrumental.
37
in the
likes,
success that he's had.
almost 1,200 views,
right?
y'all.
A young guy about to embark on his first season as a full-time starter on a new team, but you have your old catcher. I imagine that went a long way.
1-1 fastball bit outside. Did miss by much. And now 2 balls and a strike to Urshela, who's playing third base for the Braves with Austin Riley out with a broken wrist. He will not play again in 2024. Braves are very bad.
For the account, Bobby, I didn't know you had another account.
Pitches in the dirt outside, ball 3. Padres went through that all season long, of course.
You didn't want to be seen in a Padre Atlanta game on your regular account, Bobby?
Ha-Seong Kim had his season come to an end in mid-August. Padres generally survived it. The Braves a little bit less fortunate. Here's the 3-1. And Urshela swings, sends it off the end of the bat. In the air, shallow center field. Merrill and Tatis converging. Jackson will make the call and make the catch to end a 1-2-3 top of the second inning. After 1.5 here at raucous Petco Park, it's the Padres 2, the Braves nothing. And now here's what's happening at Valley View Casino.
LMAO phones, bro, phones. Shit. Gene wondering if it's time for Ricardo to hit the hot box. We're spinning our towels with great excitement, says Coin Casey Cameron, whatever. This is the phone I call my girlfriends on, says Phipps. Israel, you're kind of giving me troll vibes, bro. Are you trying to catch a plane?
2-0 Padres, bottom of the second inning. Game 1 of this wild card series against Atlanta. Cronenworth.
You ever been on a plane before, Israel?
Higashioka coming up against the 21-year-old A.J. Smith-Shawver. He has spent most of this year at AAA Gwinnett. Here he is starting game 1 of the postseason. And he hits Cronenworth with a first pitch curveball. Came down and in, and Jake more than happy to just stand there, let it bounce off his foot. Leadoff man is on base. Smith-Shawver. Was he surprised?
Gene Jew, what do you think? Is Kershaw going to throw in the postseason? What do you think, Gene? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think Kershaw has pitched his last pitch for the Dodgers.
Was this guy not expecting to start? He was not even necessarily expecting to be with the team.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
And it is a desperate time for that. There's no doubt. Solano takes a strike. He becomes the youngest Brave to ever start Game 1 of a playoff series. That's the nugget of the game presented by Chick-fil-A San Diego. With 21 restaurants in San Diego, you're never too far from the home of the original chicken sandwich. 0-1 to Solano. And the pitch is swung on, muscled foul back towards us. Come try the honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich for a limited time. There was definitely a time, right? Last year, maybe the year before, that it seemed like every time the Padres saw some pitcher nobody had ever heard of, it didn't go great. That changed in 2024. Here's the 0-2. Solano takes in the dirt, and my read on it was that changed in 2024 because the Padres' approach rarely changed.
That's exactly right. A team approach that really can be placed no matter who is on the mound. And we saw that really all season long from the Padres, and that's a credit to Victor Rodriguez, the Padres hitting coach.
Ball in, 2 strikes. And Solano takes downstairs, 2-2. How locked in is this fan base, by the way, when they were doing all the pregame introductions on the line? One of the great things, of course, about the postseason. And Victor Rodriguez, the hitting coach, got one of the absolute loudest ovations of anybody introduced.
That's how big of a difference it is offensively over the last couple of years.
For the first, Jake had a huge lead, might have been leaning and a scamper back to the bag, but the throw from Smith-Shawver was a little bit wide, and Olsen had to move away from the base to receive it. 2-2 to Solano with Cronenworth at first, nobody out in the second. Pitch on the way. Solano, hard hit liner the other way into right field.
Right field.
And a base hit. Cronenworth on his way to third. He'll get there easily. Solaire's throw comes back into first.
So second inning in a row that the Padres have runners on first and third.
Runners on the corners and nobody out.
I think.
From 0-2 to 2-2 till a bullet down the right field line. It's a part of that approach that the Padres have executed at a very high level. Padres putting pressure on here once again in the second. First and third for Kyle Higashioka.
And the first appearance of the night of the Atlanta pitching coach, Rick Kranitz. Visit to the mound brought to you by Doors Etc. The starting place for your home is your front door. Since 1979, generations of San Diegans
anyone say anything about these
Doors, etc., and
advertisement stickers on the side of all the helmets in the postseason?
Just off the 5 at
I think
Drive,
Strauss is a
or
German company, if I'm correct.
Former White Sox Aaron Bummer, the nasty left-hander, is throwing in the Atlanta bullpen. The idea was not for this to be a bullpen game, but I think the Braves knew the reality was it might become one. And we are on that doorstep. First pitch to Higashioka after the mound visit is a fastball strike. Outer part of the zone near the bottom half, 0-1. Solano at first, Cronenworth at third, and nobody out. Trying to add to a 2-0 lead with a very dangerous number 9 hitter at the plate. Pitch on the way. Higashioka swings, sends it in the air to right center field. Fairly deep. Harris is over into right now. He'll make the catch. Tagging at third, Cronenworth. No throw from Harris, and a sacrifice fly. Higashioka. It's 3-0.
You're going to hear us talk about it as long as this offense continues to show it. That approach, once again, doesn't result in a hit, but it results in a run, and it's also going to result in the Braves' first pitching change.
First of likely many. So A.J. Smith,
they're going to the pen, y'all.
Has his night come to a close after 1 1/3. And the Braves are going to try and stitch this thing together best they can. Pitching change in the second. Padres 3, Braves nothing on the Padres Radio Network.
My 3 least favorite hated, McGuire, Clemens, and Bonds, says Danny Fan. Turned up, Israel? Well, good luck, man. Good luck. Padres announcer? You don't like him, Johnny? Janet says a comeback will happen. Janet has faith in her Braves. I have 40 likes, 1,400 views.
I specifically did not write down regular season stats next to the hitters like I normally do because I didn't want to be tempted to say, that's his 30th home run.
Aaron Bummer, who pitched yesterday, is in the game for the Braves.
I'll mess it up, don't worry.
3.58 ERA, 55 and a third, 28% K rate, 7% base on ball.
From their days in the American League Central together, Minnesota.
He got rocked yesterday.
Swinging, hits it on the ground, just foul at third. Had some funny English on it, nearly came back near the bag. Pitching change brought to you by Seaside Market and their world-famous tri-tip sandwiches and nachos. Affectionately known as Cardiff Crack. So good it should be
the screen
illegal.
Of sadness
Seaside
for
Market
the Padre
at
fans here.
At Petco Park and at seasidemarket.com. 0-1 the pitch. Arise swings, bounces it over the mound, charged by Albies right near the bag.
1-2.
On to first in time.
Braves double play.
To end the inning. Bummer is very much a ground ball guy, and that's exactly what he got there. So the second comes to a close, but the Padres get one on the Higgy sac fly. And we're on to the third at Petco Park. San Diego 3, Atlanta 0 on the Padres Radio Network.
Did the Mets come back in that game, Obe? I didn't know that. Yeah, we got some visitors today, Bobby. We got some visitors today, obviously. They're more than welcome. They just got to know that this is a Dodger channel, y'all. We rep the Los Angeles Dodgers, National League champions, in this motherfucker. Saints Chiefs next Monday night, y'all. I'll be streaming that.
Yeah, that's 97.3thefansd.com/question.
Top of the third inning, Michael King going back to work. He has gotten some early run support. Padres ahead 3-0. Number 9 hitter Orlando Arcia will lead off, and then back to the top, Michael Harris II and Ozzie Albies. Padres 3 runs on 4 hits, and they have knocked.
Let me do this, is Bobby.
Shawver out of the game. First pitch to Arcia, right-handed batter, is on the outside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Arcia hit .218 this year, down about 50 points from a season ago when he was an all-star. But the power production was still there, 17 home runs. A 1 pitch way inside.
I mean, dropped
and
5
with that fastball.
Let's go.
1-1 the count to Arcia.
RM gets one.
Michael
Jason
King
B,
at times
Joseph
this year
MP,
has
spun
definitely
out,
been
and
a run
Tyler
support guy
Alvarado.
for the Padres. He has gotten a lot of help from his offense.
Bobby, thank you so much, buddy.
Though, the defense
Other
seemed to
Bob
let him down
Phipps,
with some
other Bob
regularity.
Phipps.
Hoping not to see that at all tonight. As the 1-1
5
pitch
gifted.
that had missed a strike 2.
Sean King pulled the lottery card in terms of the starter that was going to get the most run support. But
So you see our member count dropped heavily, y'all. This must have been the night of that battle between Parsons and Ricardo Moreno.
And a ground ball sharply the other way. Cronenworth to his left, gobbles it up. He's got it. Wastes no time throwing to first.
Thank you so much, though, Bobby. Thank you so much.
Yes, Arcia is taken care of. King, of course, like everybody else, was waiting to see who was going to be here tonight to face. He knew he was pitching game 1 by the weekend when we were in Arizona, but he didn't know who the Padres were going to face. He said he did his notes, his scouting report notes, on the top 4 hitters of the Diamondbacks, the Mets, and the Braves. Harris takes, and a slow breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Work smarter, not harder. Going through 3 different teams' full lineups, that would have been a
Someone
lot
loaned
of
the
homework.
Padres money so they could have a radio
Get a
broadcast.
head start on the key guys, and then you figure out the rest. Hard hit grounder right side. Solano can't get there.
Base
And into
hit, right field.
Base hit. Michael Harris, 2 for 2. That's a 1-out single in the top of the 3rd inning.
Michael Harris, a big part of why the Braves are in this position. He got hot in the month of
Appreciate it,
September.
Bobby.
Has continued it here in the early going. 2 knocks in his first 2 at-bats.
Hopefully you and I will be doing games together for the next month plus. And if we do, people are going to get sick of us hearing say things like, nothing that happened previously matters now. That goes for regular season history as well as postseason history. Michael Harris II before tonight, in his postseason career, 1 for 27. Tonight, he's 2 for 2. Here's Albies, as we said, batting right-handed, and he leans back, takes a fastball strike on the inside corner.
Listen, if you're fortunate enough to get enough opportunities, I'm sure as a young
Albies' home
player in
run
the
last night
postseason,
was a
you learn to
monster
relax
shot,
a
y'all.
little bit and get some different results. That may be where Michael Harris is right now.
He is also now leading pretty well off of first base. 10 steals this season as Albies lines one foul up the left field line, 0-2.
I'll tell you what, you can see Ozzie Albies really having a battle there. He's so used to being on that left side of the plate against a right-hander. This arm angle is certainly making that front side kind of fly open. He's exposed on the outer half big time.
I would imagine Michael King's crossfire also
doesn't help.
Here's the 0-2. Albies muscles it foul out of play. Top of the 3rd, brought to you by Cask and Coast Premium California Bourbon. Winners of 4 gold medals, harvested in the heartland, crafted in California, enjoyed everywhere. Visit them at caskandcoast.com. Padres 3, Braves nothing. Harris at first, 1 down in the top of the 3rd. Michael King just looking for a ground ball right at somebody. 0-2 to Albies is taken low and outside. And the count is now 1-2. 42 career postseason games now for Ozzie Albies, part of their 2021 World Series title team. Braves in the postseason for the 7th consecutive year.
I boxed him. He's fine.
89 and 73. They are the 5 seed as King checks on Harris over at first base. Padres 93 and 69 in the regular year. Top wild card in the National League. And the 93 regular season wins, the 2nd most in franchise history. 1-2 to Albies. King delivers and a swing and a miss. Albies strikes out on that sweeper for the 2nd time tonight. That's 4 Ks here for Michael King and 2 down in the top of the 3rd.
Michael King highlighting.
Braves got to get King out of here, y'all.
That exposure on the outer half of the plate with Albies hitting right on right. Front side
Braves got to
open,
get King out of this
hits
game.
That outside corner, he gets the punchy.
Now Marcell Ozuna with Harris at first, 2 down. First pitch on the way, low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Told you earlier, King did not face the Braves in the regular season this year. Did throw against them long relief as a Yankee once in 2023, but not a lot of first-hand experience. 1-0 pitch, Ozuna takes outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And for all the injuries and all the issues for the Atlanta Braves, including, of course, the long day yesterday, Ozuna and Olsen back-to-back. Still two of the most dangerous hitters in the National League.
Without a doubt.
Harris at first, 2 away, 2-0 the count. Pitch, hard hit on a line and over Manny.
There we go, base hit, left field.
Machado nearly got there, but just a bit out of his reach. Second knock of the inning for the Bravos, and now first and second, 2 down for Matt Olson.
Got the sinker, elevate it. Able to barrel it up, line it in.
Phones now the wife text says Bobby.
And that'll bring up the very dangerous Matt Olson.
Yeah, another thing, by the way, Olson and Ozuna have in common, they both started 162 games this year. Nick Castellanos of the Phillies, the only other guy to do that in Major League Baseball this season. Start all 162. Olson kind of blooped a single in front of Tatis back in the first inning. He is 1 for 1. 2 on, 2 out, 3-0 Padres. And the first pitch changeup drops right in there for a strike. 0-1.
Olson tied this up with the swing of the bat.
Olson had a much slower season than last year, as we mentioned. Remember, in 2023, he had 54 home runs and drove in 139. 0-1 pitch is muscled in the air, foul up the left field line. That'll go into the seats for strike 2. This year, not as good, but in September, he kind of clicked back into shape. Hit .319 with an OPS approaching 1,000.
We saw them early, and we saw them in July, and he was still struggling. So the fact he ends up where he is with 29 and 98 tells you how hot he got in September.
The 0-2, Olson in the air, foul again up the left field line.
Left that sweeper up. It's on the outer corner. Olson able to foul it off. That's a pitch
Eddie Arcio.
that King wants to get down in the zone.
Olson struck out a bunch this year, tied with Ozuna, 170 of them to lead the Braves. No balls and 2 strikes again. King ready. Here's the pitch. Olson check swing liner right to Soler in the on-deck area on the left side. Count will remain. No balls and 2 strikes.
42 years. We talk enough.
4-seam fastballs tried to climb the ladder. He got Olson to offer, but he fouls it off. Do it again, 0-2.
Padres with a 3-0 lead, with the Braves with a little bit of a threat here. 2 on and 2 out in the top of the third. Ozuna at first, Harris at second, and now King will use a disengagement, and he goes to that PitchCom keypad on his belt to let Higashioka know what he wants to throw. Come set and ready. 0-2 the pitch. Olson swings and misses. Strike 3. It was the slider, and it's the 5th strikeout of the night for Michael King. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. Middle of the third at Petco Park. It is the Padres 3 and the Braves 0. And now here's what's happening at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Braves missed a chance there, y'all. Braves missed a chance, so we go to the bottom of the third. Padres 3, Braves 0. I saw that, Co. I saw that, dude. 14 out of 16, Co. Since the inception of the wild card. Crazy stat. Crazy stat, especially with 3 road teams winning today. 3 lower seeds. But we knew that coming in. We knew that with the inception of the wild card, teams that had a week off have struggled so far.
Or new to the game. You're guaranteed a one-of-a-kind
in the past 3 years.
Grab your season tickets now at sdlegion.com. We are Legion.
Hey, this is
they're
Mike
showing
Shields. You're listening to Padres
Tatis's
Baseball on
absolute
Padres
tank.
Radio Network.
Get ahead of the game by placing
My
a deposit
God.
on a newly renovated suite for 2025. Placing a 2025 deposit unlocks priority booking for your preferred dates, suite locations, and 2024 postseason suite access. Start planning your outing by visiting Padres.com/suites.
Fernando Tatis Jr. leads off in the bottom of the third
He
inning.
says that
Padres
shit ain't
with a
happening
3-0
tonight to my
lead
Padres,
over the Braves.
baby.
2 of those 3 runs came on the first pitch Fernando saw. This time he takes, and Bummer gets a strike down at the bottom of the zone or thereabouts. 0-1. Tatis homered against Smith Shawver. Very first pitch of his first at-bat. A towering drive to left field. 0-1 is down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty remarkable moment for a guy who has supplied many of them.
Remarkable moment, but not a surprise
Joseph
moment
in the
at all.
house. What's up, Joseph?
He lives for these moments, and you're going to throw a first pitch cookie. It can't be in the middle of the plate.
We're going down late. This is Danny.
1-1 outside, 2 balls and a strike, and already you can see Bummer being a little bit more careful with Tatis than Smith Shawver was.
Well, nobody can say you didn't earn it, Danny. That's for sure, man. You guys have been on fire since the All-Star break.
Whether it's pitching or hitting becomes paramount.
2-1. Tatis swings, grounds it foul at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All right, tonight, Fernando's only postseason experience, of course, was in 2020. Cardboard cutout baseball, very, very different than 45,000 screaming maniac baseball. And he lived up to it immediately. 2-2 pitch. Tatis takes in the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Going to go over the full wild card scoreboard in a moment, by the way. But Fernando's home run, and this is the last game of the day.
Summer Oak, have a good night, bro. Have a good night, dude. I hope it gets better.
None of the earlier 3 games had a home run. 3-2 to Tatis. Bummer, the lefty, is set. Here's the pitch. Fernando takes outside ball 4.
They walked him.
Walk of this game. It's a leadoff walk in the bottom of the third. All right, today's scoreboard brought to you by B&B Appliance. Get your home ready for the holidays with premium appliances by KitchenAid. From
Totally understandable, bro. Have a good night.
Dishwashers. Feed your passion for design and culinary excellence online at bnbappliance.com or at their showroom in Escondido. 3 other wild card series as
Profar first pitch ripped
into the second deck.
Into the second deck. Foul.
In Milwaukee, Mets beat the Brewers 8-4. New York got 5 runs in the 5th to overcome a 4-3 deficit. Those were the final runs of the game. So the Mets an opportunity to sweep the
gotcha.
Brewers.
Well, welcome back, Summer. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday.
1 to Profar, batting right-handed.
You have a headache,
and
COO?
The pitch swung on, sent in the air out to shallow right center field. Harris will be called off by Soler, and the right fielder reaches up to make the catch. 1 down, Fernando back to first base. In the American League,
medium
Tigers
sized.
beat the Astros
I have carpet here
3-1.
to control the algae
Jason
and
Hayward
moss.
lined out with the bases loaded, 2 outs to end the game. Tarek Skubal, 6 shutout innings, beat Framber Valdez, who gave up 3 runs in the second, and that was enough. So the Tigers with a chance to upset the Astros tomorrow in Houston.
It's the dangerous thing about this format.
Here's Manny, he takes outside ball 1.
You got an ace like Skubal, and he goes untouched, basically. Your team is going to be fighting an uphill battle.
Fernando at first, 1 away.
Gotcha.
3-0 Padres in the third. Pitch to Machado. Hard hit
Machado.
on the ground, but right to the third baseman, Urshela. Down to second, 1. Albies turn
Double
is
play.
in time. And around the horn, double play to end the 3rd inning. So the Pods get the leadoff walk, but that is that. And we head to the 4th inning at Petco. It's the Padres 3 and the Braves 0 on the Padres Radio Network.
If you want to go out for a great...
I headed to the 4th. 3-0. Padres. He insisted I put Hopalong Cassidy on during his dinner. Well, when you got to get your Hopalong Cassidy on, you got to get it on, bro. Will the Padres have a parade tonight in the gas lab? Probably. The meds list and read those things. Had to get him his hoppy. $51 likes. We're approaching 2,000 views. Right back to it.
San Diego Padres.
Hi, it's Jake Cronenworth with the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
One other wild card series to tell you about. Royals beat Baltimore 1-0. Bobby Witt Jr. drove in the only run of the game.
Is a bony trash
RBI
fish.
Single in the 6th inning. Cole Raggins.
Damn, that's not very
6
nice.
Innings, outstanding.
If
left
you're
with
carp,
cramps, but 3 relievers finished the 5-hitter.
Carps.
Corbin Burns into the 9th for Baltimore, but took the loss.
I went to Petco once.
So the Royals
and it smelled weird
on the road.
What's up with that?
So if I'm thinking correctly off the top of my head, all 3 games won by the road team earlier today.
That is indeed correct, Mr. Agler.
Here and now, though, it is the home team. Up 3-0. Jorge Soler
bow
leads off
fish
top
them
of
to
the
clear
4th.
lakes and
Swings
rivers
to the
is
first
Bobby.
pitch, sends it high and deep to left center field. Jackson Merrill will get there and right at the edge.
Merrill
of the warning
covered a
track.
lot of ground
He makes
there
the
for that
catch.
first
One
out.
pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
Able to track this ball down, kind of course correct as he got to the spot for out number 1.
Padres got 2 in the first on the Fernando homer, added 1 in the second. Here is Laureano, first pitch swinging, might have broken his bat.
I haven't seen him in a bit.
Base. No balls and a strike. Padres are here, of course, thanks in large part to their second half. 43-20 after the All-Star break, best in baseball, and included going 19-8.
Someone gave me a membership. Thank you. Please tell me who you are.
Stanley Steamer.
It was Bobby.
For all your
Bobby
floor care
Phipps.
needs, call Stanley Steamer at
Bobby Phipps, RM.
Steam 2000 or schedule online at StanleySteamer.com. So the Padres playing great at Petco in the second half. Now an opportunity to host this wild card series in front of the faithful. 0-1. The pitch is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Laureano.
It's another reason why we often are talking about marathons versus sprints. I mean, the Padres weren't very good at home in the first half of the season.
1-1. Hard hit in the air, foul up the left field line.
But that changed. Second half of the season, all of a sudden, they started playing much better here at home. And they were already playing terrific on the road, really.
Israel says, I'm still here, man. I'm still here.
It was the turnaround here at home that allowed them to really start to separate themselves in that wild card standing.
Padres up 3-0 with 1 out and nobody on in the 4th. 1-2. Laureano takes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even if you zoom in a little bit more, right? The sprint marathon conversation. Think about Michael King. His first 11
games. Get that other Japanese pitcher next year.
Issues,
I think they are, Koa. I think they're lining up for that.
2-2. Laureano swings and misses. Strike 3. Number 6 for Michael King. And 2 down here in the 4th.
What do they get in San Diego for strikeouts, y'all? They get free burgers or free kitty litter? What do they get?
Michael keep going out there and trying to, figure it out on his own.
A dog bone?
They didn't give up on him.
What they get for strikeouts or home runs?
With it right now.
Travis d'Arnaud stands in, and the Brave catcher takes outside. Ball 1. d'Arnaud 0 for 1. He grounded
You
to
just told
Machado
me
in
to
the
chill
second
out.
inning.
Facts.
2 outs.
You're doing a
and
good job,
nobody on
Israel. You're
top
doing
of
a
the
good
4th
job,
inning.
buddy.
3-0 Padres over the Braves. Game 1 of this series. 1-0 pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. In King's first 11 games this year, he was averaging 1 home run every 5
Jumbo
innings.
Jacks?
In
And
his
7
last 20
strikeouts
games,
or what?
1 home run every 22 innings. 2-0 pitch. d'Arnaud line drive over Machado and into left field. Profar tried to cut it off.
Oh, rolls to the
Couldn't get there.
corner.
Rolls to the wall.
Run, fool,
quickly to
run!
Second base. Cronenworth's tag is, not in time.
Sneak.
Bang, bang, play at second base. And now all the eyes in the building turn to Mike Schilt in the Padre dugout.
It must have been the tag because the throw seemingly got there in time. There will not be a challenge. Darno sliding to the outside. And the left hand gets to the bag just before the tag swiped across the arm.
Okay, day old
Darno
hot
initially
dogs.
kind of came up
2 week
short,
old
sort of
ceviche.
belly flopped into the dirt, and then literally slid
Kitty
on
litter,
his
but I
front
could be
into the
wrong.
base. And Jake just missed him as he went by. So a man on second, 2 outs for the 8-hitter, Urshela. King's
Well,
first
if
pitch
Jack
to
in the
him
Box
is
is
swung
giving the
on
Padres
base.
the same
Not
deal as the
only out in
Dodgers,
front,
that
but
kind of
also
pisses
off
me off.
balance with that sweeper. No balls and a strike.
I mean, the only thing missing on Darno's
That kind of
slide
makes
was
me
the
angry.
scorpion. Those back legs coming over his head, but almost cost him an out in a double.
5th hit of the night for the Braves. The 0-1 to Urshela is taken for a strike. Fastball right at the knees.
I kind of thought that, RM, that the other announcer kind of has a Gwyn sound to him.
Padres with a 3-0 lead. The Braves have had a guy in scoring position 3 of the first 4 innings. 0-2. The pitch. Urshela swings and misses. Strike 3.
He
Sweeper
chased
that was
it.
about 3 feet outside, and strikeout number 7 for Michael King to end the top of the 4th inning.
Kitty litter
No
activated.
runs, a hit. Darno left at second base, and after 3.5, Padres lead 3-0 on the Padres Radio Network.
And Grant.
I want a Circle K Froster right now, says Sarah. You should go get one, girl. That's Tony Gwynn's son? Facts? They get some Rocky Mountain oysters? I gotta hit the head, y'all. Be right back.
Off plus free shipping at Symbiotica.com today with code Padres.
3-0 Padres as the Pods come to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning against lefty Aaron Bummer. Merrill, Bogarts, and Cronenworth, 2 left-handed hitters against the southpaw. Bummer was brought in as a reliever in the 2nd inning, and he's one of the best ground ball guys in baseball. And he has already gotten 2 ground ball double plays,
chili
one to
dog?
end the 2nd, one to end the 3rd.
Man,
He
those
has
ones from
collected
Sonic,
5
y'all.
outs
The Coney from
in this
Sonic.
game. The guy is only thrown
That
a
son
dozen
bitch is
pitches.
delicious.
So that's free money for the Braves.
I'm
right
just
now,
saying.
As Merrill takes in the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes.
He's come in and given them a little bit of length. They certainly were needing after Smith-Sharver's short appearance.
1-0 to Merrill. And Jackson swings, grounds it foul behind the first base coach, David Macias.
And on national TV, they're interviewing Tatis
And Leeper, of course, coaching third.
while this
Pods.
bat is going on.
Yeah, I can't imagine the idea was that Bummer would be able to get as many outs as he might end up getting. But with that kind of efficiency, like we said, free money. 1-1 inside out at foul the other way over the Atlanta dugout. And now 1-2 to Merrill, who had a base hit the other way in the 1st inning. Talking to Manny Machado yesterday, and he was asked about Jackson Merrill and just how remarkable this rookie campaign has been. Manny put it perfectly. Here's the 1-2, line foul the other way again. He said he hasn't changed at all, and I don't expect him to. And that's exactly what we have seen from the 21.
Cops are always money as well.
Someone that is the same every time they walk through those clubhouse doors. And you got a bunch of guys who are all
Braves clubhouse food rocks, says Janet.
It's low 2-2.
Kind of same thing. Everybody, there's not a lot of changers. Everybody comes in. They're the same guy on Monday as they are Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way through the week.
It's part of the tone set by Mike Chill.
No doubt.
2-2 to Merrill. The pitch from Bummer is swung on. Pop foul out of play. All right, so for all the efficiency Bummer had the last couple of innings, Jackson's making him work here. That was pitch number 6 in this leadoff at bat.
I forgot all about mumbles from Dick Tracy, Johnny.
3-0 Padres in the bottom of the 4th inning. This place is.
You went to your 70th birthday there in April, Janet? Well, happy birthday. Last April.
Many times during the long season when we have seen an at-bat like this unlock a big inning for the Pods. Here's the 2-2. Merrill swings. It's a ground ball sharply right side. Olsen backhands it. A little bit late covering. Going to be close. And in time.
Close
Bummer
play at
got
first,
there
yo.
just before Merrill did. Bang,
Close
bang,
play
over at first base, but the Braves get it. Olsen about as good as it gets at first base. And 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. But 8 pitches needed by Aaron Bummer to get out number 1 here in the 4th inning.
I was just about to hit on that. I know it's an out. It's an 8-pitch
representing
out
the youth
that Bummer had to work for, and that is something that this lineup does consistently up and down.
Pesci,
and eventually, it starts to wear pitchers down.
Jesse Chavez, no relation, is now up in the Atlanta bullpen. Bogarts takes low, no, a strike. 0-1. Xander 0 for 1 here on his birthday, grounded out to Albies to end that long first inning. The lefty Bummer ready.
Bogarts.
And Xander takes in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Target Field has walleye tacos. I didn't know that.
44 career postseason.
I've only
games
caught
going
4
all the
fish
way
in my
back
life.
to
One of them was a
2013
really
for
big
Xander
walleye.
Bogaerts. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a tapper foul at the dish.
Pulled it out of Morris
1-2.
Point Resort Lake.
He has more postseason experience than any of the other Padres. Kind of a surprise at the beginning of spring training.
So
We
I'm
found
not
out
exactly
Xander
a
was moving to
fisherman, yo.
second base. And on September 10th,
I think
he
I
moved
caught
back
that
to
big one. The
shortstop.
walleye was the biggest fish I ever caught, but I think it was by
Dealt with a
accident.
fractured shoulder all summer. 1-2 hit on the ground up the middle to his left. The shortstop Arcia collects it and slings it to first. A little bit low, but in time, and Olsen digs it out. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Are they chanting "Beat LA"? Is that what I'm hearing?
Ruckus in the stands down the right field line. And I mean, it was like multiple sections worth of people kind of all looking at the same thing. And then some boos, and now a "Beat LA" chant. So if you're going to put 1 and 1 together.
Wow, we
there was a Dodger
live in
fan
their
trying
heads
to cause
rent
some
free,
trouble.
yo.
Dodgers,
These
of
some
course,
bitches are
waiting for the
chanting
winner
"Beat
this year.
LA" in Game
Here's
1
Cronenworth, 2 outs,
of
nobody
the
on,
wild card
and he
series.
takes a fastball, strike, 0-1. Jake hit by a pitch to lead off the 2nd inning. Went to 3rd on a hit by Solano, scored on a sac fly. Swings and misses here, 0-2. Jake 6 postseason games as a rookie in 2020, then a dozen more 2
Not a
years
sailfish,
ago.
it
And
was
against
bigger
the
than me,
Dodgers,
says
of
Danny.
course, in the NLDS in 2022, 7 for 16.
Beat LA
Including that
chant, the
game
bottom of the 4th of
winning
Game 1 of the wild card series.
Pretty much clinched the series. Here's the 0-2, taken in the dirt outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake hit 241 this year after
Appreciate it, Janet.
229 a season ago.
Appreciate it.
17 homers this year after 10 last year, and 83 RBIs this year after knocking in 48 in 2023. All in 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and missed. Couple of great innings of work here turned in by Aaron Bummer. A 1-2-3-4th, and he caps it.
Dodgers
with a
didn't
catch.
hear that, y'all.
On to the
Don't think the
5th
Dodgers
at
won't know
Park.
about that.
Padres 3 and the Braves nothing on the Padres Radio Network.
At Fraser Farm.
The Dodgers are going to be like, oh no. Oh no. Walleye is a good fish. Aunt Jeannie would make me it quite often when I worked at the resort during the summers, when I was a ute. But a mere ute. Dodgers are having watch parties? I bet they are. We're spinning our towels. Dodgers fans shaking in their boots, says Coin Casey Cammy. I hate the Padres and their trash-ass fans. 55 years and not a damn title to show for it. Absolute garbage, says Harold Smith. Real Housewives of the MLB. Fresh to Kid TV plus 1.5 Atlanta over 7.5. Well, they better get going, buddy.
Bottom of the order in the top of the fifth inning for the Braves. They come to bat with the Padres ahead 3-0.
Padres baseball brought to you by
the North Dakota Farm Girls wear their bikinis at the resort. Absolutely, bro.
Affectionately known as Cardiff Crack. So good, it should be illegal. Seaside Market in Cardiff by the Sea, Petco Park, and SeasideMarket.com.
Really, Schmitty?
We know all about the one here at Petco Park. 80 home games this year, I would venture to say. Tony and Jesse were down there about 72 times.
At least. We've doubled up a couple days.
Arcia and then Harris and Albies 9-1-2 for Atlanta against Michael King.
Cat and flathead, occasionally a blue cat or a bass.
And a ground ball foul at third base, 0-1. Today's question of the day brought to you by Kaiser Permanente.
Bobby wondering if there's any catfish noodlers in the house. Noodling is when you reach in with your arm, right? Pull them out of the bank, out of the mud and the muck.
0-1. Arcia swings.
You do that, Bobby?
Very shallow left.
Come on, bro. Let's get some hits.
We'll call off Profar, who's charging in. And Xander makes the catch, one away in the top of the fifth inning. Joe and Cheryl collectively write in. She said, talk is always of players elevating themselves during the postseason. It's the same true of broadcasters, umpires, and staff.
I would say yes. That's a terrific question.
You do the noodling, Bobby?
On Gwen and Chris, we had TBS analyst Jimmy Rollins.
Anybody fish for bullheads? Says Kubler.
And the one thing he pointed out that I hadn't really thought of is how the umpires tend to call.
We only have here in the lake closest to us. The lake has those little teeny fish. What are they? Bluegill,
after each game, and
trout,
in his experience, and he had a ton.
And every once in a while a bass.
Like that is when you got the best out of the umpires. Now, granted, you are getting all of the best umpires over the course of the season. You don't get to participate in the postseason unless you're a good one.
0-2 is just a little bit inside. King thought he had it.
Or at least have a good season. And so, yes, certainly umpires, I would imagine coaching staff, and I would say yes for broadcasters as well.
All I know is we're having a really good time. 1-2 on the ground to the right side. Solano way off the line. Has it. Long underhand feed. Perfect to King. And in plenty of time. 2 down in the top of the fifth. Michael Harris II makes it out for the first time tonight. And the base is empty for Ozzie Albies, who has had 2 very uncomfortable at-bats against Michael
Buckeye
King.
and a bullhead. Yes, correct.
Finger is now having to hit righty on right.
There's also a lake here in Arizona called Big Lake.
Had a good day
that if you were a Minnesotan, you would look at it and be like, that ain't nothing but a puddle.
They go right back to that sweeper away. This time he was able to lay off it, but you could see the body almost wanted to swing.
There's a saying in baseball called stepping in the bucket. That is exactly what Ozzie is doing.
What's up, Nathaniel Brooks?
Is a bit outside, maybe low, so he's ahead 2-0 here on King.
Right across the river from Laughlin.
Anyway,
correct, Schmitty.
You can see the front hip kind of opening up before he even starts to swing.
2-0 is on the outside corner and a strike.
And that makes him susceptible. I mean, first couple at-bats, he got a few pitches in so far. In this at-bat, the 3 pitches have all been away. They're going to force him to see if he can actually stay on a baseball that way.
2 outs, nobody on, 3-0 Padres, and now taken right down the middle. That was just 95, try and hit it. He took it, and the count 2-2.
I bet you that's part of him understanding that he is thinking about where he's striking.
Good 2-2 from King, swung on and missed, strike 3. A fastball this time as Albies strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. A 1-2-3-5 for Michael King, and he caps it with a K. Midway at Petco Park. Padres 3 and the Braves nothing on the Padres Radio Network.
Shout out to the 81 up in here. Please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. I'll be doing all 3 of these wild card games if necessary on the channel. I think. Next Dodger telecast, Saturday, y'all. Game 1 of the NLDS. The time has not been posted yet, y'all. We do not know the time of Game 1 of the NLDS. The stream has been scheduled on the main page, though. Both the Saturday and Sunday streams have been posted. Opponent TBD, to be determined. And start times, I just made them up. Catfish noodle 18-pounder. That's a big friggin' fish, bro. They just be sitting down there in that mud, getting their eat on. Are there any natural lakes in Arizona, or are they all reservoirs? I don't know. I know Patagonia, that's the closest one to me. And then the other little one is Parker. And they're just teeny little suckers. And they are reservoirs. Yeah, King's still in there. I think so, Schmitty. I think Big Lake was named by a smartass. It's beautiful up there, though. Beautiful up there in the White Mountains, y'all. Stunning up there. Here we go, back to San Diego.
It's brought to you by Spiro's. Visit Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine, where every meal is a
5:30 would be the obvious guess. I think you're probably right, O.
Through the generations.
Texas only has one natural lake, Lake Caddo, along the Louisiana border.
Despite his advanced age.
Turned 41 back in August. First pitch to Solano is a fastball, strike nothing at 1.
The big fish are fun to catch, but after 7 or 8 pounds, they don't taste
good.
right.
2 2/3 shutout innings. Did not allow a hit. A 1 pitch in the air to right center field. That's pretty well struck. Harris and Soler are both back, and Soler, the right fielder, will make the catch on the warning track. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Donovan Solano giving it a ride the other way.
Got a cutter moving away from him.
Ricardo Moreno checks in.
But this place,
what's going on, Ricardo?
Can be a tough place to go opposite field.
Ricardo, these fools were just chanting "Beat LA." These Padre fans at Petco were just chanting "Beat LA" while they're playing the Braves, bro.
The most recent run in this game. A sac fly is only other time up, and he takes a first pitch fastball outside, 1-0. Bummer, by the way, the 2 2/3.
They need to get this pitcher out of here fresh. They need to get the pitcher out of there.
As long as that. Higashioka hits this one off the handle into shallow left. Laureano got a little bit of a late break, but able to use his speed to make up ground, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. The Lynx at Petco Park, presented by Lexus, returns for its special 10th anniversary, November 22nd through December 1st. Experience the new
Slap bait on
10-hole course.
California Aqueduct. We caught 63 cash fish in 3 hours between 4 of us. Man, you guys were working.
The Lynx. Luis Arraez, 1 out of 2,
doing
a
work,
single and a run scored. Runs up to bunt. and he takes a strike, 0-1. Third baseman Urshela not buying. Standing there with his hand on his hip. 0-1. Arise takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think they meant beat LA
This
of Anaheim.
is a very good bunter. I mean, it's not out of the question that he could drop a bunt down here.
LA of Anaheim. You talking about me?
1-1. Arise takes low. 2 balls and a strike. 1 for 3 with a double and a walk in his career against Chavez. Bogarts, by the way, probably the one guy the Braves don't want facing Chavez. 2-1. Arise swings, sends it in the air to right field, high and deep, but playable. Soler is back, squares it up about 10 feet in front of the warning track, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. The Padres go 1-2-3 here in the 5th against the 41-year-old Jesse Chavez. On to the 6th at Petco Park. Padres 3 and the Braves nothing on the Padres Radio Network.
If I was to describe this sandwich,
I'm gonna refresh this thing, yo.
Then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet.
I didn't hear that. I just got here. I was at the Angels-Dodgers game one year, and a crowd was chanting, "Beat LA" in Anaheim. I heard the Padre fans want to go to Puff Daddy's secret party, says Ricardo. You just slap the bait on the bank. The catfish assume field mouth, swallow whole. You just drag it up. That's crazy, bro. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, allegedly, Bobby. A lot of alleged videos on YouTube of girls in bikinis catching catfish like that. That's what I heard. It's the rumor that I heard. Padre fans suffer from Dodger derangement syndrome. I hear there's no cure for it. This is Harold Smith. Ladies in bikinis, noodling. There's a lot of videos, Bobby. A lot of them, allegedly. All right, here we go. Atlanta gonna get it together, y'all. Atlanta gonna wake up.
With Tony Gwynn Jr. and our producer,
Wake up.
engineer Dave Marcus, I'm Jesse Agler. Padres 3, Braves nothing. As we begin the 6th inning, Marcelo Ozuna leads off against Michael King, sends the first one foul right over Tony's head into the upper deck behind home plate, strike 1. Game 1 of this best-of-3 wild card series. The winner here this week will head up the 5 to Dodger Stadium for the start of the NLDS on Saturday. 0-1 the pitch. Ozuna, big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes on the Atlanta DH. 1 out of 2.
Man, Ozuna's chain is heavy duty, y'all.
Rise and Ohtani, the only guys to hit 300 in the
Ozuna's chain is a biggin. You could lock up your bike with that sumbitch.
He takes and just a little bit upstairs.
I don't know how much fishing I do with women in bikinis. Just saying, this is Bobby.
Ohtani, the only guy with more home runs in the National League this year than Marcelo Ozuna. 1-2, King will deal, and this pitch is taken at the knees. Strike 3 called. Number 9 for Michael King. Ozuna thought it was low.
9 strikeouts.
Plate umpire Nestor Sejan know that, and now he turns around to walk back to the third base dugout.
The uphill battle getting the umpire to change his mind on this.
So Bobby, you would just sit him down and read some scripture?
Been a little bit below the zone, but Michael King, who's been in the zone,
maybe have a picnic.
Gets the benefit of the doubt.
And Olsen swings at the first pitch, sends it in the air to deep right field, but playable. Fernando over towards the line, gets there to make the catch. Just like that, 2 outs here at the top of the 6th inning.
Who's on deck for the Padres in the 6th is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. For the Padres in the 6th, it'll be Tatis, Profar, Machado 2, 3, 4.
Jorge Soler with 2 outs and nobody on. He has struck out and flown to deep left center. King out of the windup. And the first pitch is a good, sharp sweeper that hits the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Soler now in his career against Michael King. 0 for 10 with 3 strikeouts. No balls and a strike. The pitch is way high. And the count is even 1-1. Soler signed a 3-year deal with the Giants before this season. Braves grabbed him the day before the trade deadline from San Francisco. Here's the 1-1. Soler, big swing, fouls it away right side. 1-2. MVP of the 2021 World Series.
Struggling, Sammy.
300 with 3 homers, one of which was one of the more remarkable blasts we've ever seen down in Houston. Ball
baseball, Ricardo, baseball.
The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for Michael King, and another
10 strikeouts. Holy shit.
10 strikeouts in 6 shutout innings, and after 5.5, it's the Padres 3 and the Braves nothing.
Will this guy have enough rest by game 1 on Saturday? Yep. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This could be who the Dodgers see in game 1 of the NLDS should the Padres advance. This could be the guy. All right, 53 likes, almost 2,400 views, y'all. Probably Sarah. Probably Miss Sarah. They got to get this pitcher out of here, y'all. This guy might go a complete game. They actually might pull him to protect him for Saturday. Yeah, the Braves have been injured all year. Facts. It's actually amazing they made it into the postseason.
The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Bottom of the 6th, brought to you by Genesis Home Improvement, San Diego's trusted painting, roofing, and window company. Tatis, Profar, and Machado here against Jesse Chavez. Padres up 3-0 in game 1 of this wild card series. Tatis a 2-run homer in the first. He walked in the third. Braves haven't figured him out just yet.
What you want?
First pitch on the way, and Tatis takes a cutter on the outside corner for a strike.
I don't know what you want. You want to go outside?
When Fernando sent a towering blast to left field back in the first inning. You thought that might be the story of this night. A 1 pitch is outside. But I tell you what, Michael King is getting a lot of spotlight right now, and for very good reason. 6 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts. 1-1, slow breaking ball, and it misses low. 2-1.
Joins Kevin Brown and Sterling Hitchcock as the only 2 Padres pitchers to reach that double digits in the playoffs. Good company.
Someone sent him.
It's happened a few times in '98, never since. 2-1, tried to check, but he went around on a ball that was outside. And now 2-2 from Chavez to Tatis.
First time in 3 at-bats, Toddy has chased anything.
One of your family members got this for me.
Something you see a lot of come playoff time. Guys just focus, locks in.
Yeah.
2-2, swung on, hit in the air to center field straight away, and fairly routine. Harris is there, and he'll make the catch. 1 down.
The Wild Horses Festival returns to Petco Park on December 30th, featuring headliner and global superstar Post Malone, along with
really.
Zach Top.
Because we're going to beat both these fools. Don't matter.
On sale now. For more information, visit Padres.com/wildhorses.
1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Padres ahead of the Braves 3-0. Game 1 of this National League Wild Card Series. Only game going. First pitch is cutter on the outside edge. Strike 1 to Profar, who's 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a pop out. Braves are out hitting the Padres 5-4 tonight. Jerkson takes outside 1-1. But of course, this is a run scoring competition, not a hit collecting affair. And the Padres ahead in that runs column, 3-zip.
Machado
1-1
on
inside,
deck.
2 balls. And a strike to Profar.
I think this is why the Padres offense is so dangerous. In the postseason, these homers are bonuses. And if you have some guys who can do that, you have an advantage. But the Padres also can string together a boatload of hits.
2-1 is outside, 3 balls and a strike.
They are not dialed in to have to do it one way. They have shown over the course of the season they can beat you in a myriad of different ways.
Here's the 3-1. Profar takes on the inside corner. And now a full count, 3-2. That sinker came back and hit the edge. A lot of cutters and sinkers from Chavez. Now parts of 17 Major League seasons. 3-2. Profar on the ground, foul right side. 9 different teams for Jesse Chavez. And he's been a Brave and an Angel like 8 different times each.
From the West Coast. So the Angels were a natural fit, but he has found a home here in Atlanta. They keep bringing him back.
3-2, swung on, popped into shallow center field. Long run, Michael Harris the second, and he'll get there to make the catch. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Calling the faithful to sign up for Padres text messages to receive exclusive Padres news, content, information, and more. Text Padres to 78469 to join the fun.
Hello in the house.
Padres to 78469 or visit Padres.com/content.
Manny Machado.
2 outs and nobody on for Manny Machado. Pitch from Chavez outside, ball 1. Here comes
So all the
Lumber,
teams in the postseason, CLO, have to wear that advertisement on the side of their helmets. All of them. Yep. Because MLB got paid.
Out in front of that slow curve. Machado just 2 for 11 in his career against Jesse Chavez. 1-1 the pitch. Manny swings, fouls it away right
Machado's
side.
actually got the advertisement on both of his sides of his helmet.
A.J. Smith-Shawver started the game for Atlanta. He did not get out of the 2nd inning. 3 runs on 4 hits. Aaron Bummer did great work.
I think it's like
for
a
them,
shipping
got
company in
and really
Germany.
Wasn't threatened much at all. And now Chavez trying to work back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Michael King, though, has kept the Braves beyond arm's length.
Most home runs in Padres history. Machado, top of the list.
Just as he did all season long. Here's the 1-2. Machado swings and fouls it away right side.
Not stressed for once in here since Summer O.
Chavez out of the windup with 1 foot on the rubber as he turns and deals. And the 1-2 to Manny misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Braves will have Max Fried in game 2. They feel very good about that. Padres will have Joe Musgrove. They feel great. 2-2 is away, not by much. Sinker nearly came back and hit the corner. Machado read it well, and the count fills 3-2.
Everything has been middle away to away from Manny.
Now the payoff pitch. Machado swings, pokes it in the air, foul above the Padre dugout on the right side.
Glad you get that out of your system, Mike. Glad you get it out of your system.
Chavez will deliver again on 3-2. Machado checked his swing on a pitch outside. He went, and that is strike 3 to end a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th inning for Jesse Chavez. On to the 7th at Petco Park. Padres 3 and the Braves nothing on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey, gang, it's...
I'm not reminding you nothing. If you want to get that Dia de los Doyers bobblehead at work, you take it. But I'm not going to remind you. She's mine now. She's going to get broken up there. No, that's that new advertisement that's on all the teams' helmets for the postseason, Johnny. Major League Baseball made some money, and they took it. But Machado was the first guy I've seen that had the decal on both sides. Bobbleheads break up a lot of marriages. Be careful, Val and COO. It is a cool one, y'all. It is a cool one. All right, here we go.
This is Mike Schill. You're listening to Padres Baseball on Padres Radio Network.
That sounds like some music to me.
Permanente for all that is you. Braves will come to bat against Michael King. Padres with a 3-0 lead. And King, through 6 shutout innings, has struck out 10, not walked anybody. He has put down 7 in a row, and now Laureano, d'Arnaud, and Urshela. 6, 7, and 8 coming up for their 3rd at-bats of the night. Out of the windup, King deals, and Laureano first pitch swinging, misses a fastball that was down and in.
How did I get so far behind again, damn it?
Laureano is lined to right and struck out. King has K'd as many as 12 guys in a game this year. Career high is 13, and he's got 10 here tonight. Only 80 pitches through 6. 0-1, swing and a miss. Boy, that sweeper running away from these right-handed hitters. The Braves have not been able to lay off.
It's been phenomenal all night long.
0-2 to Laureano. King will deal, and the pitch is taken at the knees on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. Number 11.
Absolute paint. You could not walk it off the mound and put it into Kyle Higashioka's glove any better.
So Laureano strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 1 out, nobody on for Travis d'Arnaud, as maybe the hardest hit ball of the night against King. And he takes a
probably not
fastball for a strike. d'Arnaud doubled over Machado down the left field line in the 4th inning. That is the last time the Braves had a base runner. 0-1, d'Arnaud swing and a miss, 0-2. Talked about how Michael King's season got better as it went along. We saw that in games. Got better as he went along.
So what we're seeing here tonight on one of the biggest stages.
1 out, nobody on in the 7th. 0-2. d'Arnaud takes way outside. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, Bob Phipps. 5 more gifted. You're insane, man. You are insane.
Jason
Thank you so
Adam
much.
And Tanner Scott.
Jay Ramos gets one. Danger Ranger gets one. DJTN 2131 gets one.
d'Arnaud swings and misses.
Moises Alvarez.
Takes a sweeper that had to be 5 feet outside. 3 straight
2 away.
King. That's a dozen.
Bobby, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. 5 gifted. His 10th of the stream.
The sweeper has gotten better as this game has gone along. This one out of the hand didn't look like it was going to be a strike, but that's how tied up he's got this Braves lineup.
Now Urshela takes outside, ball 1. Urshela swings and skies it into right center. Merrill will call off Fernando. The center fielder makes the catch. A 1-2-3 seventh inning for Michael King, who is shutting out the Atlanta Braves in Game 1 of this wild card series.
Time that we stretch. Root for the Dodgers. .538, 503. We're going to just say 5 o'clock, Johnny. What do you think? Weeble! Crackerjack.
Tire rotation, 17-point inspection, and a car wash. Available for both gas and diesel engines. Just mention this ad when you arrive to save. Hurry, don't miss out.
Might have going, Casey. They might have.
ElCajonFord.com.
Be on the winning side with El Cajon Ford. Locally owned and huge Padres fans. We also pride ourselves in supporting our military. Come in, check out our inventory and services, or find us online at elcajonford.com. Attention San Diego. Are you ready for a fun,
in the house.
action-packed 2025 season with the San Diego Legion? Whether you're a seasoned rugby fan or completely new to the game, you're guaranteed a thrilling, one-of-a-kind experience. From tailgating to live music, free giveaways to interactive clinics. Give San Diego Legion Rugby a try, but be prepared to get hooked. Grab your season tickets.
I haven't heard him chant it again. That's
SDLegion.com.
The Cub batter who hit into the stands, injuring a 2-month-old baby, who was gut-wrenching, says Janet. Yeah,
it's perfect for busy homeowners.
That's a tough deal. You got to keep your head on a swivel at these baseball games.
888-4ST-TURF for free consultation. That's 888-4ST-TURF. Home turf, always green, always easy.
Hi, it's Jake Cronenworth with the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Join the Padres on deck membership.
Let's see if we're still synced up after the
value on Padres baseball
Bob Phipps dono.
While memberships are currently sold out, enjoy waitlist benefits.
I want to refresh this puppy. I'm going to refresh it.
Their 3-0 lead over the Braves. Game 1 of this best-of-3.
Right, King's Day is done. King's Day is done. He's being congratulated in the Padre bullpen, or in the Padre dugout.
Great service starts with listening to you. From soil to timing, they dig into your projects as much as you dig into your yard. Located in Encinitas, Escondido, and Fallbrook, and online at grandjettos.com. Jackson Merrill against the new Atlanta pitcher, right-hander Luke Jackson. And first pitch inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Jackson, a lot of sliders. You'll see a 95-mile-an-hour heater and also the curveball. Merrill takes, and that fastball is on the inside.
Initially, I think when the MLB made the netting down the baselines a requirement, us old-timers were like, this sucks, but
with a strikeout.
Totally makes sense, especially with how preoccupied people are nowadays with their cell phones, etc.
Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute instant drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. SoCalOilChange.com. 1-2, Merrill check swing on a ball in the dirt. They appeal. He went. And that is strike 3. So 1 down in the bottom of the 7th. And yeah, the Atlanta bullpen's doing a great job of keeping them in the game. But right now, the Atlanta offense has no answer for Michael King.
Michael King very well may be done as Jason Adam begins to get loose in the bullpen. And I tell you what, the Braves probably can't be happier. Michael King
like when Val got hit in the head by a ball explains a lot. Facts. Hockey puck, actually, bro.
10 or more punches with no walks in the postseason.
Bogarts grounds 1 foul, strike 1.
I've had 2 concussions in my life, y'all. Once was when I tried to play football in high school. In a 2-a-day practice, I was knocked out cold on a kick recovery team.
If you remember, we talk about improving.
And then when I was little, I ran into a storage box in our garage trying to get home to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
One of the things that really turned the corner as the Padres turned the corner.
But other than that, no traumatic head injuries for Valhalla.
And that led to deeper starts. Tonight was just another one of those starts for Michael King.
He set down the last 10 guys he faced if he is done. 0-2.
I don't know what they would do, Benjamin, if they rain one out, man.
Urshela's got it, and the long throw across the diamond is in time. 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. Padres with a 3-0 lead, and Jake Cronenworth will come to bat. He is the last guy to have crossed.
I bet you Major League Baseball has their fingers, arms, legs, everything crossed that none of these games rain out.
Most of these postseason games are going to be just like this.
What's up, Alex? Alex Vincenzo, Juliano Hasagawa checks in from Japan.
3 earlier games this afternoon were all really, really good examples of that. Mets and Brewers seesawed a little bit. The other 2 games, tight, low-scoring affairs. First pitch down and in. Ball 1 to Cronenworth.
Yeah, really, all those runs scored in the first half of the game, and all 3 of those games prior to
Bears in the house. What's up, Steve?
Cronenworth swings, hits one in the air to left center field. Deep, but it should be playable. Harris over into the gap, and he will make the catch to end a 1-2-3 7th inning. On to the 8th at Petco Park.
All right, Braves, you better wake up because you're running out of time.
On the Padres Radio Network.
Hey, San Diego, if you're looking...
All right, 60 likes. We're approaching 2,800 views, y'all. Thank you so much. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Give the video a like. Betting is still open. Betting is still open. Most traumatic moment that fried my brain. I said, I do. Never same since. You got hit by a baseball? Did I miss something? Like when Val got hit in the head by a ball explains all. El Shiva betting Padres 777s. You don't be using 777s on the Padres, El Shiva. What's wrong with you, girl? Hope the Mets beat Philly, then they can have their 1988 rematch. All right, let's stop this. Go back to the telecast.
Will come to bat in Game 1 of this wild card series, trailing 3-0. They will also come to bat against someone other than Michael King for the first time tonight, as Mike Schilt makes a pitching change.
Braves, wake
and
up.
Goes to the right-hander, Jason Adam.
Wake
one of
the
those
hell up.
high-octane arms that the Padres acquired at the trade deadline. Pitching change brought to you by Miramar Kitchen and Bath. When it's time to upgrade your kitchen or bath, think of San Diego's top kitchen and bath remodelers for more than 30 years.
I hate betting that the Padres win. It sucks, says Elishima. But I'll do it
consultation
for a
today.
point.
So King, 7 shutout innings, 5 hits, no walks, a dozen strikeouts. And he set down the last 10 guys.
Avoid's a point, right, Elishima?
Garcia, the number 9 hitter, leans back and takes a slider for a strike. 0-1.
This is also what makes this Padre ball club very dangerous. They have the ability to make a 9-inning game into a 6-inning game because of this bullpen.
0-1 to Arcia, who is 0 for 2 against King, and he
No
takes
cash
the
value,
sweeper
yeah.
outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Adam pitched in 47 games with Tampa Bay before the trade, had a 2.49 ERA. In 27 games as a Padre, a 1.01. Here's the 1-1. And Arcia fouls it back over the net behind home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Adam threw 2 scoreless innings with Tampa Bay. Game 2 of the wild card.
Anyone know how that auction ended?
That is his only.
It started yesterday. How long is it supposed to go on for that 50-50 ball?
1 ball and 2 strikes. He deals, and the pitch is taken low and away. Count goes to 2-2.
2-2.
Arcia 2 for 2 with a single and a triple in his career against Jason Adam. Top of the order next for the Braves. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 13th strikeout of the night for Padre pitching. And 1 down here in the 8th inning.
May have been happy to see King go, but it's not as though the job gets easier now that this bullpen is involved.
I love some Schoolhouse
Top
Rock.
of the order, Michael Harris II. He has 2 of the 5.
Bill is
Atlanta
just a
hits.
bill. I'm living here on
Single to
Capitol
lead off
Hill.
the game, and then again with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Left-handed batter against Jason Adam. First pitch on the way. Harris takes right down the middle. That's a strike. Padres really remade their entire bullpen at the deadline and in the best way imaginable. Harris facing Adam for the first time in his career, and a swing and a miss, strike 2.
High cheese. Gets Harris to extend the zone up.
I've done many things I'm not very proud of for Voight, says Sammy Boy Smith.
Harris uses his timeout as the rally towels come back out here at Petco. They are gold and they are waving. 0-2. Adam delivers, and a swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Jason Adam, and 2 down here in the 8th. Next game preview brought to you by Sycuan Casino Resort, the official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. Game 2 of this series, same time tomorrow, 5:38 p.m. Joe Musgrove against left-hander Max Fried. Here is Ozzie Albies, who struck out all 3 times against King. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-0 San Diego. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Wow. Oh. 14 of the 23 outs the Padre pitchers have collected tonight have come via the strikeout. 0-1. Albies lines it the other way. That's into right field and a base hit. So a 2-out knock.
Hi, Braves. Little 2-out magic.
And he is aboard for the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
This time, fastball up in the zone, outer third, and this time, Albies
Real
stays on it
education.
well.
Absolutely.
A little bit
Schoolhouse
easier
Rock.
to stay on the baseball when it's elevated up. He lines it in the right field.
That ends a stretch of 12 in a row.
Were there any other
set
songs
down
on
by
Schoolhouse
King
Rock, though, other
and
than
now
The
Big
Bill
Ed
on
looking
Capitol
to go
Hill?
and
What were the other
chat with
ones?
Jason Adam about how they want to attack.
That's the only one I remember.
Visit to the mound brought to you by Doors Etc. The starting place for your home is
Oh,
your
Conjunction
front door.
Junction, what's your
Since
function?
1979, generations of San
Bill of
Diegans
Rights.
have trusted Doors Etc. and their expert command.
What's the second lawsuit?
Visit their showroom just off the 5 at SeaWorld Drive, or go to doorsetc.net. 3-0 Padres over the Braves. Albies at first. And 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning for the very dangerous Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna in his career against Jason Adams, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Padres took a 2-0 lead on the Tatis homer, 7th pitch of the game. Added on a Higashioka sac fly in the second.
Oh, it's currently at $1.46 million. That's insane.
That's
what I said, though. I said about 1.5.
Adam with a long pause. Now the pitch. And Ozuna swings and misses. Got a first pitch slider.
I think like Judge's
fastball.
Was it 62 home runs? That ball went for 1.5. What's up, D. Marie? Thank you for the thumbs up.
0 and 1 to Ozuna. Runner goes, pitch is high. Higashioka's throw to second base, not in time.
Every.
Good job by Cronenworth trying to swipe the foot of Ozzy Albies, but unable to get him. And so Albies rolls the dice a little bit there, but able to get to second base. And now a runner in scoring position, 2 outs in the 8th.
Braves taking advantage of something. One of the few things you can take advantage of against this Padre ball club. Jason Adam did not hold runners well. Albies gets the bag.
1 and 1 to Ozuna. The pitch from Adam is swung on and missed. Absolutely devastating breaking pitch. And now 1 and 2. Ozuna will use his time.
Oh, wow, Benjamin.
As this gigantic crowd comes to its feet. Gold rally towels swirling over their heads. 1 and 2 to Ozuna. A look back at Albies. Now another. Adam is ready. He kicks and fires, and a foul ball back to the net. Still 1 ball.
There is no bullshit by this Adams pitches. He cocks it and goes.
Left-hander Tanner Scott is warming in the bullpen.
No wasted motion. He just fires that sumbitch.
The play if Ozuna reaches.
Hey, good night, Bobby. Good night, Bobby. Thank you so much, man.
Albies at second, 2 outs. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Came back with the sweeper and got him. No runs, a hit. Albies left at second, and 3 more strikeouts for the Braves offense. And to the bottom of the 8th inning. Padres 3, Atlanta 0 on the Padres Radio Network.
Ooh. I could probably too, Clayton, if I was hearing them, but I just don't remember a lot of them as far as off the top of my head. But if I heard them playing, I could probably sing most of them. Ricardo Moreno headed to the Hawks. Be well and God bless, says Bobby. Thank you so much, man. $62 likes, just over 2,900 views, y'all. Looks like we're going to get to 3,000. Appreciate it, y'all. Kind of an off-brand stream, y'all. Kind of an off-brand. You know, we're a Dodger channel here, but...
over the Braves, and one last chance to add on. Here comes the lumber, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers. Fix it, build it, enjoy it. Game 1 of this best of 3 wild card series. First pitch on the way, and Solano takes a strike. Nothing in one from Luke Jackson, who had a 1-2-3 seventh inning. The Padres have not had a base runner since Fernando.
There's a guy in the stands in San Diego with a Pete Rose jersey on.
Since the second, and it's Solano who had it. He takes inside 1-1.
I'm sorry I watched it. There were like 3 or 4 people diving for the ball. It's one of those things, if you didn't catch the ball outright, it's hard to say who deserves the ball.
1-1. Solano grounds it foul toward the Atlanta dugout on the left side, 1-2.
I mean, considering how the Braves came into this game in terms of their pitching, they got to be pretty happy with how things have gone. Only their offense hasn't been able to do anything against the Padres staff.
1-2. Solano swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. It kicks away from Darno, way to his left, comes up with it, fires long down to first base in time.
Strikeout, throw out
for Luke Jackson. And one away in the bottom of the 8th inning. Higashioka coming up. And yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. If you would have told Brian Snitker before this game, this is what you're going to get out of your pitching, he would have signed up 100 times out of 100.
Without a doubt. I think thinking his offense
Yeah, they're struggling today, Fresh. They're struggling.
It's been all Padres.
They will have Olson, Soler, Laureano in the 9th.
Did Atlanta have to travel the farthest of all these wild card teams? Today, I would imagine.
Pitch a little low. 1 ball, no strikes. You think about classic Game 1 postseason baseball. This is it with the pitching. 1-0 is fouled back. It's looked a little different from the Braves with all the relievers, but the result's the same.
Really
Wire and I had the same roids guy since Summer Road.
Baseball in the new school version.
Joker Part 2 movie is trash, says Bostrom.
Versus the guy who shoved for 7
I still haven't seen Deadpool. Wolverine.
Higashioka takes a strike. Reese Arise waiting on deck. If anybody reaches Fernando Tatis Jr., who has driven in 2 of the 3 runs, will come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th.
Win probability, according to ESPN, 97% for the Padres.
Deep to left field. Laureano is back.
Left field.
He's at the wall. It's gonna go.
Man, bobblehead, Mike Trout.
A career high 17
He
in
shook.
the regular season for Kyle Higashioka. And the first Padre hit since the 2nd inning is an add-on homer here in the bottom of the 8th.
What the Padres have done well all year long, they've been able to add to leads. This time it comes off the bat of Kyle Higashioka, hanging breaking ball, exit stage left, and the Padres lead 4-0.
That is your slam of the game, brought to you by Denny's, home of the original Grand Slam. With 20 locations in San Diego, you're never too far from a menu loaded with amazing deals all day, every day. Arise took a strike. Now the 0-1, it's outside. Well, it is very in your face right now. Michael King and Kyle Higashioka. 1-1. Luis strokes it the other way, but caught on a line by
Line drive out.
Short 2 down with Tatis coming up. A couple of guys acquired in the Juan Soto trade.
Those pieces had to be right. There's just no other way to say it. You move a guy like Juan Soto, whoever's coming back has to be impactful. And I don't think the Padres could have even drew it up any better than the way this deal has come together.
We busted 3,000 views, y'all. Thank you.
First pitch, swing and a miss by Fernando.
Tatis.
All of the variables that came with that deal. They were really, I mean, King
Yeah,
was the
99%
centerpiece,
now,
but it was a
Sammy.
wait and see for really everybody that came over.
No balls and a strike. Fernando hard in on the ground, but right to the third baseman, Urshela. And he throws across the diamond in time to end the 8th inning, but the Padres add on with the...
All right, here we go, y'all. Do or die time. Braves down to their last 3 out.
In San Diego. Padres 4 and the Braves nothing.
This game sucks, says Elishiva. All right, betting is closed. 2 bets on the Braves, 6 bets on the Padres. Just a little over 25,000 points into Kitty. Ain't nobody getting point rich tonight, y'all. Suarez coming out. Hold your breath, says Hiko. Welcome to the stream, Hiko. He's representing them Padres, though. Anytime the Padres win, it kind of sucks, says Luis. You hit all these new shows, COO.
And he will try and close this thing out. Padre pitching has been utterly dominant here tonight. And a 4-0 lead over the Braves in Game 1 of this best-of-3 wild card series. Michael King, 7 shutout innings. No walks, 12 strikeouts. And Jason Adams struck out 3 in a scoreless 8th. And now the closer,
appreciate it, Robert Nunez.
In a non-save situation, which certainly does not matter in the postseason, will come on to try and close the door.
They might as well all be save situations in the postseason. 4-run lead, might as well be a 2-run lead.
Robert Suarez out here for the Padres, 2.77 earned run average.
Olsen 0 for 2 with a walk and 2
Matt
strikeouts
Olson
in his career
at the plate.
Robert Suarez. Soler and Laureano set to follow. And this place is going nuts, as it has been all night.
Olsen, first pitch.
Olsen swings, sends it in the air to left field and deep. Profar is back at the wall. He's got it. On the run, he banged into the fence after he made the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 9th.
First pick hacking. Olsen drives this baseball, but Profar with a great route to it. Able to get to that baseball just before crashing into the wall for out number 1.
Now Jorge
right, we'll just stay on the main here, y'all.
With 2 strikeouts against King. First pitch from Suarez, swung on and missed.
All right, Bostrom, we'll see you, buddy.
Suarez appeared in more games than any Padre pitcher during the regular season. 0-1, Soler fouls it away right side, 0-2.
I love the placement of these 2 fastballs to Soler. They're down, they're on the corner, and that's where he has to be. I know he throws 100, but his pitches still have to be located.
Here's the 0-2, Soler, hard hit liner into right field. That's a base hit.
Hit right field.
Soler aboard for the first time tonight as Fernando's throw goes into Cronenworth at second base. A 1-out single here in the top of the 9th inning.
Higashioka was asking for that pitch up out of the zone. Instead, it ends up middle and in the zone. And although Soler got beat, still able to line it in the right field for a single.
Eli White will run for Soler over at first base.
We'll be back tomorrow night for Game 2 of this series, y'all. Game 2 tomorrow night here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Hope to see you there.
Suarez comes set and ready. The first pitch on the way.
8 days away from Ricardo Moreno's birthday.
1 ball and no strikes. Laureano, longtime American leaguer with Oakland and more recently Cleveland, getting his first ever look at Robert Suarez. Man on first, 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Padres with a 4-0
Bouncer.
lead. Here's the
2 for 1, 1 for 2. Safe at first.
To second one, Cronenworth to first, not in time. Bang, bang play over at first base. They do not get the call from the umpire, Phil Cuzzy. And now we wait to see what the Padre clubhouse thinks.
He was safe.
At least initially. Won't be a replay.
Twins making you nauseous. We'll listen to the Braves tomorrow night, y'all. We'll listen to the Braves announcers tomorrow night.
Garneau will be the batter, also facing Robert Suarez for the first time in his career. 4-0 Pods with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Laureano will be allowed to take second on the very first pitch. Solano's playing behind. There he goes. And Darno takes high. 1 ball, no strikes. Checked his swing. He didn't offer.
Fielder's indifference. Runner advances to second.
647 in the building. The sellout of all sellouts here at Petco Park. And they are 1 out away from starting the celebration. Here's a ground ball to third. Backhanded by Machado.
Machado.
Play on the outfield grass. Long throw to first in time. What a play by Manny to end the game. Michael King and the Padres.
All right, and the Padres take game 1.
In game 1 of the wild card series. They will go for the sweep here tomorrow night.
Terrific out.
All right. All right, betting is closed, y'all. Betting is closed. Padres win game 1. The only thing that I want for my birthday is the Dodgers to win the World Series. That'll be the best gift, absolutely. Always a fun time with Valhalla. Thank you. No problem, Coin. All right, I want to say goodnight, Gracie. Thank the moderators. Thank the Berserkers and the V-Homies. Thank Bobby, obviously, for donating 10 memberships tonight as our members were dwindling. But we'll be back tomorrow night for Game 2. Best of 3. Braves versus Padres. But I'm going to get out of here, y'all. 69 likes, 39 on the views. 17, let's see if we did anything on the subscriber side. Picked up 3 subscribers, 17,180, and obviously the 10 members. It would be awesome if the Dodgers can win the World Series on Summer Oak's birthday. It's kind of destiny. It's kind of destiny at this point. Summer Oak says, I want a llama for your birthday. Okay. I think if you get a llama, you should have 2 llamas. General Thor. I'm out of here, y'all. Everybody have a great night. Valhalla Sports Talk. From me, Bobblehead Mike Trout, the COO, General Thor. We'll see you tomorrow. Night, Miss Gracie, as I mentioned before. Peace, everybody.